Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Welcome into today's stream. I have a lot to talk about. I'm curious, this stream today is going to be a bit more of a slow, like, catch-up announcement stream, but we have a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of things since the last stream that have happened that I want to talk about that's very, very exciting. And the biggest thing, and I'm going to start this stream off with this, that I'm super happy to announce. Some of you guys probably know about this if you've seen anything on Twitter, if you guys have been keeping up with social media. But, hello everyone, welcome in today's stream. Today, or not today, these next 2 weeks, for those who don't know, I wish I had like a hype music button that I could play. But, chat, for the next 2 weeks, I am running for the Hidden Gem Award in the Streamer Awards. Let's go! Oh my gosh. I'm still very much sick from TwitchCon, but I'm trying to like get over it through this week. But, very exciting thing, and I thought I would start today's stream off going through the Streamer Awards, talking about stuff, catching you guys up with what this is, what's it's all about, and also just like what my plans are. Because, here's the deal. For those who don't know, the Streamer Awards is an award show that has been going on for several years now, I believe. And me personally, I have tried running for Hidden Gem, the award Hidden Gem, for the past 2 years. And for those who don't know, the Hidden Gem Award is a very, very competitive award. There are thousands of people who go for it every year. And last year, actually the past 2 years, I don't even think a Minecrafter or an MCYT representative has ever been a hidden gem because it's just so competitive. So when I saw the Streamer Awards pop up on my feed, I saw it pop up like 2 days ago. I saw this and I was like, oh, this seems super cool. But do I really want to, like, push for this again? Like, because the last 2 years I pushed pretty heavily, and it just didn't work out because how competitive it is. But I feel like now, more than ever, especially with the subathon that we did this year and, like, all the YouTube stuff, I feel like I have a really high chance of getting accepted to this. And I felt like if I didn't start right away, like, from the first day, it wouldn't be worth it to push it at all. But I sent an announcement out 2 days ago saying that I'm running for Hidden Gem. Now, because I'm running for Hidden Gem, also thank you, Shire. Let me pin this message. If you guys have not already, please remember to submit a vote for me. It would mean so much to me. But the link is now pinned in the chat. Here's the deal. I wanted to do a little stream announcing this because there's two things. If I'm being completely honest with the Streamer Awards, I don't know, the Streamer Awards is so tough because there's so many people trying to like compete for them, and there's so many people going for it that like a lot of times I feel like it's might not be worth it, or it might not be, because it's just like it's just an award show, but it's just such a cool opportunity to like be showcased as a hidden gem streamer. And like to me, I always question like if that is something I could push for, something I can get. But something that I realized when it comes to this experience is I streamed a lot this year, but in the past month or two, I've been kind of taking a step back from streaming to focus on YouTube because my videos were doing really well for me. And I've been wanting to have like a comeback to streaming like more regularly again, because I was streaming like every 5 days not every 5 days, 5 days a week or 4 days a week at one point. Like I was locked in, and I don't even want to talk about the subathon. Like the subathon was crazy, and I want to get back into that. It's not that I want to stop doing. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to be a streamer. I want to be a content creator. I want to be able to do whatever I want and have fun with it. And so here's the thing, whether we win or lose the Streamer Awards, whether we get nominated or not, at the end of the day, what I want to get out of this is the coolest freaking streams ever in the next 2 weeks. Because I feel like it's so competitive, and the odds of us actually winning might not be that high. But I think it would be really fun if I just push out some really fun ideas, some really cool things, and we just have the freaking time of our lives. I think, personally, that is awesome. And at the end of the day, when it comes to the promotion of this, I'm going to be on Twitter, like, putting a bunch of cool propaganda and, like, oh, I vote for 4C, vote for this. And I think I just want to have fun with this. And I think if you guys want to get involved with this as well, go on social media, go on Twitter, go on anything, any type of social media that you can think of, Instagram maybe, I don't know, and you could put out propaganda, you can put out goofy 4C images, whatever, anything to support the cause, or just being here at today's stream or the next several streams, because I have a lot of things I'm going to announce to you guys in this stream that are going to be freaking awesome that you guys can participate in. Just being here shows your support, and I think that is awesome, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. But to start today's stream, I felt like, what a better way to introduce the Streamer Awards than to go through all of the, like, requirements, nominations, and just, like, putting down who I would vote for these, because I feel like that's a cool thing. Like, because when you guys click on the link, there is a link pinned in the chat. You guys will go to this website, okay? And in this website, you'll see the Streamer Awards, nominate your favorites, and then there's, like, to be considered for any category. So, to be considered for an award, any award in this website, you have to have at least 200 hours total streamed in this year. Me personally, I think I have 1,300 hours. Majority of that is filled up from the subathon, but from this year alone, I more than qualify with this, which also means I qualify for this, which is like being considered for a specific category award. So I am qualified. Now, your submission is used to determine the final nominees of the award. You could skip awards that you do not want to enter. So if I don't have an answer for an award, I don't necessarily have to put in an answer, and it'll still submit it as long as I'm logged in, and you can come back later anytime. So if you guys don't believe I am deserving of the Hidden Gem Award, you can change it at any time, but any submission I do very much appreciate, because nominations close in 2 weeks. So you only have 2 weeks to submit this, so the time is very limited. It'll come faster than you think. It's kind of crazy. This might be off topic, but do you have Halloween costume idea this year? Okay, I don't have a crazy Halloween costume idea yet, but I'm willing to like talk it over with chat, because I have a lot of Halloween stream ideas for this year. And I want to tell you guys about them as we get further into the stream. Either way, let me keep going. Only nominations that are relevant to this award will be considered. Okay, let's go through these. I don't know best music streamer. I don't know music streamers per se. Like I know a lot of streamers, but I don't know ones who specifically do music. Like, the people who I put in best music streamer are people who, in my eyes, do other content more regularly, and like they could do music and they are good at music. I might come back to this one. I want to see if I can like find ones that I could specifically put down. Best creative art streamer. Ooh. Streamers who create the best art, food and drink, dance, cosplay, ASMR. Ooh, this is a broad category. I know a lot of really cool artists in the community, but I don't know any artists who are like pushing for this. You know, like, do you guys know of anyone who is in the Streamer Awards who is actively pushing to try to get this? Because there's names who I would put down, who I would vouch, but I feel like if I'm gonna vouch for somebody, I want to vouch for somebody who's also like hard, like not hardcore, but like is contesting for it. I think last year for creative arts streamer, I put down Cena. Is it? I think that's how you spell their username. Cena does some really, really cool art streams, but I don't know if they're still. Let me check. Because Cena does some really, really cool art streams. But I also low-key would nominate like Cherry or Rusty or like people or CC, but like it's like people who stream like this is like their focus is on art. I would probably like, and also who would actually push for it. I know Tubbo's trying for best Minecrafter. I'll get to that. Oh, does Tubbo do music? I could put Tubbo down. I don't know if Tubbo's known enough for, like, I mean, I guess I could put Tubbo down for now. But I feel like I don't want to put an answer down if I don't feel very confident about it. We'll leave Sina here, or Sina for here for now. Okay. Best roleplay streamer. I do have an answer for this, because for best roleplay streamer, I'm going to be voting for D-Town Cat. Okay? There's a lot of really talented roleplayers in the community, but I have to support Pilly. Pilly has done a crap ton of really, really cool roleplay streams this year, and I think they're very, like, I personally think they're a good fit for this, and I think they have a very good chance of winning this, and I'm rooting for them. Like, I fully believe, I very much hope that they do well with this. I'm rooting for Pilly. Yay! Oh my goodness. Best MOBA streamer. Streamers who create the best MOBA content playing games like League of Legends, Dota 2. Oh, do I know? I don't know very many. D-Town Count is his Spanish channel though. I believe his I believe that's the user that he wanted to have put down. Let me check. I'm gonna make sure that's correct. Yeah. For the submissions, he wanted to have D-Town Cat put. So I think this is fine. Best MOBA streamer. I don't know best MOBA streamer. Best brand partner. Do we know any, like, brand partners who are currently pushing for the streamer awards? Brand partners. The award to a brand that's helping streamers' aspirations come true. Though brand partners and sponsorships that streamers are able to do more than imagine, this brand is what makes it happen. There's a lot of awards that I don't know what my answers would be. Best brand partners? I'm trying to think, like, who is running for brand partner? I don't know an answer. Hidden Gem! Okay, this one, I'm putting myself down. And for those who have not already, so the award that I personally am running for the streamer awards is the Hidden Gem award, okay? So the Hidden Gem, it recognizes a growing streamer averaging under 200 viewers this year, and this award goes to true Hidden Gem that deserves a shine. I've tried going for this the past 2 years, and I've not really, I think it was the past 2 years that it's happened, and I feel like there hasn't really been a Minecrafter in this award in the past 2 years, but, like, this year has been a lot of really big things happened for me this year, and I feel like if I was to get this any year, this might be the final year I push for this, but if I was to get this award any year, I feel like this is the year for it, because this year has been crazy. For one, we did the subathon, which I streamed for 47 days consecutively at the very start of the year, which was insane. We did a lot of really crazy things. I have a lot of clips. I still have VODs to put out from the subathon, which was insane. I played an MCC at TwitchCon, which was really cool, and I also did a panel for the first time ever, which that was a lot of really cool opportunities and fun things. But also outside of this, I did a bunch of, like, I had a lot of growth on YouTube, which isn't necessarily like streaming Hidden Gem, but, like, I feel like this has, like, been a huge growth for me as a creator in the space. Both in content and out of content, because I've done, let's see, I've had a lot of growth in the parkour community, in lifesteal, and also in, if you think about it, through map making with Cube, because we got the Realms map maker cape, which was really cool. And I feel like with the subathon and different things that I've done this year, I hope next year I could do bigger and better things in streaming. I always hope to keep growing, but the hope is that I'm growing next year at a point where, like, I won't be eligible for Hidden Gem anymore, and I would be eligible for something bigger, which I don't even know if I'm going to push for that. As I've said before in this stream, the biggest reason I am pushing for this right now is one, because I feel like I have a good chance of getting it, but two, it's also because I just want to get back into streaming more regularly, and I think this is a good, fun activity for me to do so. So if you guys also feel the same way and want to show support, the link is pinned in this stream. You guys could vote for me for Hidden Gem. It would mean a lot. You don't have to, obviously. There's a lot of other people contending for Hidden Gem, but it would mean a lot to me if you guys did. Best Battle Royale streamer. Also, if you guys spread the word, whether like on Twitter, I have really fun ideas that I will get to at the end of this for cool, like, just really fun promotional things that I want to talk to you guys about. And you guys can get involved in it too. And I think that's what makes it so goofy. Like, I have a lot of really goofy ways that you guys can get involved, and I will tell you guys about this in a bit. Next up, best Battle Royale streamer. Do I know good Battle Royale streamers? Why is Fall Guys considered a Battle Royale? Chat, do you guys know any like big Battle Royale streamers that you maybe recommend that I could put down? Not necessarily Battle Royale streamers, but Battle Royale streamers for this year. Cause that's the biggest thing. SK? Ooh, wait, that is actually a good shout. Does SK? I forget. SK does a lot of variety content, right? I don't know if SK would be running for a Battle Royale streamer though. I feel like they'd be running for a different game, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Does SK do Battle Royale streaming? Arlat Home is what I put for music because he's the GOAT. Is Arlat Home running for... I don't know Arlat Home. I feel like I'm missing people that are like obvious answers for these. Best fighting game streamer, I'm not sure. Best MMORPG streamer. SK is known for Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I think that's in another category. Okay, I'll keep an eye out because I'll probably put them down for that. Streamer who creates the most engaging MMORPG. I'm not sure an answer for that. Best speedrunning streamer. Okay. I feel like this is an obvious one. But for this year, the person who has been like time and time again proving that they are not only the speedrun GOAT, but also that they are just overall very entertaining and also just nice. Like the amount of times this person has helped other people learn how to speedrun and is a really good teacher. I have to put the GOAT, Curryway, for best speedrun streamer. Curryway has proven to me and others that they are an awesome speedrunner, and not only an awesome speedrunner, but an awesome person who is very deserving for this award. And the fact that they're able to like, I've watched them real time teach people who know. They taught me this year how to speedrun. I have to vote for Curryway for speedrunning. Yes, Curryway. I know Curry is actually running for this award as well. Let me check. Because I feel like there's no other Minecrafter that I know that's pushing for this. So I hope Curryway just gets the clean win for this. But obviously, they might not win the speedrunning category because it's more than just Minecraft. So I hope they're at least nominated. I'm helping push for them, and I want to help support them. Best sports streamer, I'm not sure. Okay. Best Minecraft streamer. This one is a tough one, but I have my answer for it. And I feel like it's going to be a bit controversial. I don't know. But my personal vote has got to be JoJo Solos. The reason it's controversial is I know a lot of people are voting for Tubbo. But I feel like JoJo this year has done a lot for the community, the Minecraft community, and I personally want to support JoJo through this. JoJo has been all over the Minecraft space in like every SMP possible. I've seen JoJo in Lifesteal, Hermitcraft, Minecraft, literally everywhere. They got an award at the Minecraft award shows. JoJo is everywhere, and they've been pushing to do so, and so I don't know. I feel like JoJo deserves this for this year. I think there's a lot of other creators who are really, really good Minecraft streamers. But for this year, I have to support my GOAT JoJo. JoJo is awesome, and I think I don't know. I feel like it's a good fit. I feel like JoJo is awesome and deserves this. I hope that JoJo's at least a nominee. I'm gonna support JoJo for this. I know a lot of people. The reason I said it's a bit of a tough one is because a lot of people have been really wanting Tubbo to win, and I love Tubbo. Tubbo is awesome. But for this year, I think this is the first year I didn't vote Tubbo because I don't know. I just feel strongly that JoJo should be the best Minecraft streamer. I want to see JoJo do well. I want to see JoJo there. It'd be cool. I could definitely see her getting a nomination. There's no one else really going for it besides her and Tubbo. I know her and Tubbo are both going for it. I think maybe people are voting for like Foolish and Quackity as well, but I don't really know. Didn't Quackity and Foolish win the awards before? I don't know. But either way, I'm voting for JoJo for... Let me make sure I have the right, like, spelling. Like, making sure that it's not, like... I'm making sure the capitalization is correct for this. Let me look. Yes, I have it all right. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. Best Marvel Rivals streamer. Is that the one that SK would be a good fit for? It's crazy that they have specifically Marvel Rivals for this. I feel like let me scroll up. Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I'll put SK down. I believe in SK. I got this. I think that's how you spell SK's user. Is SK going for this? Quackity doesn't have hours this year, but he's won at least the past 2 Minecraft awards. That's crazy. To be fair, Quackity's done a lot in the space, so like it's not too shocking. I don't know if SK's even running, but I'll put their name down. Best FPS streamer. I feel like I just don't watch FPS content. I don't know if I could strongly put someone down for this. Like, I know people who play it, but I don't know someone to confidently put for this. Best strategy game. Same thing. I'm not sure. Oh, Tens, Kyo. I know of Tens. I could put down Tens. I know of Tens. Let me check, because I actually don't know if Tens is still pretty active in the FPS. They should be, right? It's been a while. I'll put them down. Best strategy streamer, I'm not sure. I know Foolish's community is pushing for FPS. Foolish's community? Wait, is Foolish pushing for FPS? Actually? Wait, Foolish Gamers? I'm checking. There's no way Foolish's community or Foolish himself, because that is a shock. I don't know if Foolish himself, but the community is definitely. Huh? Interesting. I mean, I could switch it to Foolish. His community is. Let me check. Foolish Gamer FPS. I'm checking to see if I could find it on the awards. Do I just put Foolish? Or do I put Foolish Gamer? Chat, do I put Foolish or Foolish Gamer? I don't know. I'll leave it as just Foolish until you guys say something. Best strategy game streamer? I don't know who I'd put for strategy game streamer. As I said, there's a lot of like categories that like I could put someone down, but I don't know them enough or if they're pushing for it. So it's like, why would I? It's just Foolish. Okay, cool. Ooh, best reality streamer. Streamer who flawlessly creates the best blend of IRL and desktop content, balancing both seamlessly to create consistently entertaining streams. Whoa, Pangy! Pangy Raiders, welcome! Oh my gosh, hello Pangy Raiders, welcome into today's stream. Okay, maybe I should fast forward a little bit. Thank you so much for the raid, Pangy. While Pangy's still here, if Pangy is still here, I should probably skip ahead a little bit to a specific award. I'm just saying, today's stream, I'm going through the streamer awards, and I have to say, there is a specific award that I've had my answer for that I definitely want to vote for. the Rising Star Award. I feel like there's no better person for this award than my GOAT, Pangy. I am voting for Pangy for the Rising Star Award for the Streamer Awards. Streamer who began the year and with under 1,000 average viewers and has shown rapid growth and huge potential for the future. Okay, I'm just saying, I already was thinking Pangy before the awards even came out that Pangy has been putting in the work this year and has been locking in like crazy. I know Pangy did daily streams for a full year for more than half of this year, which is just insane, like an insane grind, an insane streamer, and he's had insane growth. And also Pangy's just an awesome person. So if there's no other person that I know who's more deserving of this, I have to put Pangy for Rising Star. I was gonna get to it in a second while I was going through all the awards, but since Pangy rated, I might as well. I had to put that through. I've been going through, hello Pangy chat, for context of today's stream. I've been going through all the streamer awards, like talking about who I was nominating and what I would do. I was also explaining the streamer awards to my chat, but also I was talking about a lot of my plans for the week because I have a lot of huge announcements. Okay, for one, I'm gonna get to the announcements after I go through all of the streamer awards, but one thing that is big for those who don't know, I'm currently running for Hidden Gem, for the Hidden Gem Award for the Streamer Awards. I honestly feel like it's a very, very competitive award, and the odds of me winning it are not super high because it's very broad, very vague, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough competition. I think the past 2 years I've been trying to go for Hidden Gem, and in those 2 years, not a single Minecrafter even qualified for Hidden Gem. So I don't know how easy it's gonna be for it, but I've locked in. I've made plans every day these next 2 weeks. I'm gonna do streams, daily streams. It's gonna be fun. Here's the thing, I've been personally wanting to get back into streaming more so because I did the subathon. I had a lot of really cool streams, but like I've taken kind of a bit of a more so, like I was still streaming, but a bit of a hiatus the past 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, 2 months, because I've been focusing on YouTube, but I've been wanting to come back, and the Streamer Awards is like a perfect opportunity for me to return. And so I was like, okay, I'll hype up the Streamer Awards, and who cares? Like, if I don't get the Hidden Gem Award, if I don't win this award, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have the freaking time of my life with this week, having so many fun events, so many fun streams, and I'm gonna get back into it, and it's gonna be great. When was the subathon? The subathon was January 1st to, I think, February like 20 something. It was 47 days at the start of this year, and I'm hoping, no spoilers or anything, but I'm hoping to do another subathon next year. I don't know if it will happen or not. I'm planning on it, but it will be pretty cool. Subathon was almost a year ago. That's like crazy. It is crazy. Just nominated you. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. No, I think I have a good chance this year, especially if I push it, and I'm really, really excited. I don't know, I'm like holding off on talking about my plans because I want to surprise you guys. I have written out a plan for every day, for everything that I want to do, and I don't know if I want to say them all right away, but at the end of this, I'll kind of give a vague idea of things that I want to do. And then also, I will tell you guys the thing I'm doing tomorrow because I already have people lined up for it. It's going to be really fun. It's not a subathon. This is not going to be a subathon. It's just a streaming, like, weeks. I'm just doing, like, 2 stream weeks, technically, back to back, because I want to get back into streaming again, and I thought it would be cool promotion for things. But they're not going to be, like, subathon all-day streams. I believe, but I will say, in November, starting November 1st, I believe, I'm still not dead set on that, there's going to be really long streams, close to subathon numbers. I don't know if it will be that or not. The reason I'm not starting right away with super, super long streams is because, personally, for me, I just got home from TwitchCon, and I'm sick. Like, I am currently sick. My throat is dying. I'm struggling to speak. And so for this week, I'm planning daily streams, but they're not going to be long, like 12-hour streams. There's no way I can do that, right? But I'm going to try to stream as long as I can to keep up the fun, like, stuff, keep up the fun experience. Just voted for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna tell my friends to vote for you. Oh my god, thank you. No, that it genuinely, like, a lot of the hidden gem, or like a lot of these award ceremonies, at the end of the day, it is just an award. But like when you're doing this, it like brings together a lot of community. Like I get to see like a lot of art on the internet where people like go out and do like propaganda. My freaking favorite thing ever when I do like elections or stuff is like putting like art propaganda up. Like I'll go in Minecraft servers and I'm like, oh, vote for me for president, and I go and make like I think I did something a week ago for a friend experience where I was photoshopping like war propagandas a lot, and it was really, really funny. And so for this week, expect me to make my own propaganda for Hidden Gem in the stupidest, dumbest way possible. And if you guys want to join in, you can. You're more than happy to. Because I think just like having more people out there talking about it just gets it more aware for the community, and that's the biggest thing. Like you might think your thing, like your one statement doesn't have an impact, but it has a major impact on it, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really awesome. I forced my friend to vote for you earlier today. Forced? Hey, okay, don't force people to vote. That's kind of crazy, okay? People have their choices to vote. I'm currently going through. I just talked about who I chose to vote for different things. I chose I guess I forgot I put Tubbo for music streamer, Senna for creative arts. I put Pilly down for best roleplay streamer. I put myself for Hidden Gem. I put Curryway for best speedrun streamer. I put JoJo for best Minecraft streamer. SK for best Marvel Rivals streamer. Foolish for best FPS streamer. I think we were currently at IRL streamer. Who's a good streamer who dedicates himself to making the best IRL content by getting outside, exploring, traveling? I feel like this has got to be like... I feel like this has got to be Speed, right? I show Speed. Like, Speed, I don't know. With IRL stuff lately, going out and doing stuff, Speed has been just, like, going... I don't think anyone tops Speed with, like, just going out and traveling. Am I wrong? Like, Speed, like, maybe I'm wrong about this, but, like, Speed has been going all over the world these past few years. And, like, Speed is just the IRL streamer. If I could vote for you, then I would, but sadly my login for it is broken, so I can't submit them. I still have big hopes that you'll win. Thank you. It's okay. It's totally okay. If you can't, that's totally fine. Oh, God, not the 4C for Eclipse for President. Dude, I have so many old propaganda arts. It's so goofy. I think the Streamer Awards is so cool, plus it brings the community together. It does. It's so awesome, like, to see everyone, like, come together for these things. Best vertical live streamer. Streamers who create the most engaging and entertaining vertical format live content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit. Ooh, I don't even know who I'd put for vertical live streamer. Do you guys know any, like, TikTok live streamers who... I mean, like, I'm trying to think of people in the Minecraft community who do a lot of TikTok or Instagram, like, streams. And I know a few who do streams, but that's not their main thing. That's not their main platform. Tanisha actually does. That is true. Oh, Mogswamp. Ooh, does Mogswamp stream on TikTok? Did you see? I did. It is very unfortunate. TwitchCon had a lot of tough situations this year. Hi 4Civet, this is my first time to stream. I just want to say I love your videos. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for popping in. There's Mogswamp. Does Mogswamp do TikTok streams? Let me check. I'm gonna watch. I'm opening Mogswamp on TikTok. Mogswamp. Does Mogswamp stream on TikTok? I know they do YouTube Shorts, like, vertical streaming. I mean, I guess that counts. I'll put Mogswamp down. He does a lot of YouTube Shorts streams. Okay, I'll put Mogswamp down. Sure. Why not? I mean, I don't know who else to put down for it. I don't think he's running for it, but I might as well. Okay. This is a big one. Stream Game of the Year. The most entertaining, novel, collaborative, or fun game to watch on stream during the past year. Now, all of you are probably assuming I would put Minecraft as a Minecraft creator. But when it comes to this year, specifically, there's a few games that stick out to me for this year. And I feel like it's, for this year, Well, let me check one thing before I answer. I'm gonna hold the suspension, the suspense for a second. I need to check when something came out. Oh, it's between two, but I feel like my answer has to be Peak. It's just Peak. It was so good. There were a lot of really good games this year. Peak, Repo, there was a lot of just like really good party games this year, but I feel like Peak, at least it's more recently relevant, but also just like the game itself, it's so like, it was just, the other one was Repo. It's between Peak and Repo. Repo was really fun early this year. I played it way too much, but I feel like for the longevity of it, I feel like Peak is the more long-term game that I've been playing. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's also more recent, so maybe I'm biased because of that. But I feel like Peak has a good chance of winning Stream Game of the Year, and it was everywhere. Like, it was viral. It was awesome. Like, I have to put Peak down. Best content organization, esports, or content organization or group that produced the best content during the past year. Note this category is not subject to hours streamed requirements. Okay. Best content organization. This is probably not going to win. And I don't personally know of I don't know strongly enough a content organization to put down for best content organization. Besides one that probably won't win, but I might as well put its name down. The Lifesteal SMP. I'm just saying, Lifesteal for this year has been one of its all-time highs as a Minecraft organization. I know it's not necessarily like stream organization, but this has been one of the biggest stream years for Lifesteal. And just even YouTube, like everything, it's probably not gonna win because the Twitch space is huge. But I've got to put it down because, I don't know, I think it's funny. I think it's awesome. I got to show support to Lifesteal. Best international streamer. The top streamer accelerating content creation for a global audience, specifically catering to international or non-North American English-speaking audience. Ooh. Interesting. There's a few people that I could feel fit for this category. But I feel like someone, I don't know, I'm gonna check to see if they're running for this. I doubt they are. But I feel like there's a certain individual who I've recently met who I feel like I would heavily vouch for this award. I don't think they're personally running, but personally, I feel like a great nominee for this award has gotta be, yeah, I put Pilly down for best roleplay streamer because that's what he's going for. But I feel like I could put, for this one, international streamer, I could put Pilly down again. But I want to vote honestly for Shadoon. I feel like Shadoon this year, or just in general, maybe that's a weird pull, but Shadoon has been like excelling globally with multiple different communities, and I feel like Shadoon is like a very, just like, Shadoon's a very like, he's everywhere in a way, and I feel like with Shadoon, I've never spoken to him before, and I played MCC with him, and he was just the most lovely, nice individual ever. And he's in every single like international space, and I don't know, I think if there's anyone who I think deserves this award, even though they're probably not running for it, I think Shadoon is a huge shout for this award, and I would love to see them nominated for it. I don't think they're running, so I don't think the odds are very high, but I'm gonna put their name down, because unless somebody changes my mind with this one, like I find out someone else is running, I think they're a good fit. Best stream duo. Oh, because 2 is better than 1. 2 streamers who consistently make the most entertaining content get together with at least 25 hours streamed as a pair. 25 hours streamed as a pair is an interesting amount of time. Do I know someone who has that much time streamed together? Ooh, I have so many things I could put down. Because here's the thing, I don't know of specific stream duos that like I'm because I feel like this is the entirety of Twitch. So the odds of these people per se winning aren't very high from who I'd put down, but like Pentar and Young Will would be a good shout because they've been popping off this year. I could put Pangy and Zam because they've been doing a lot of cool stuff for years together. I could put Zam and Mapic. I could put Ashwag and Squiddo. I could put Red and Ash. I could do a lot of crazy lifesteal duos. I could put down whoever I want here, and that could be really, really funny. Oh god, who would I put down? I could put down so many funny names. I think I'll put down, you guys are all saying it in chat, I think very deserving of this award has got to be Pentar and Young Will, just from the amount they've done this year. Like, for this year, they, especially more recently in the past few months, even when lifesteal has been at a bit more of a low point, Pentar and Young Will have just been locking in on doing some crazy stuff and making some awesome clips. I feel like I don't know, they're awesome to play with, and also just, it's so cool seeing what they do on I don't know. I think Pentar and Young Will are a great duo on lifesteal this season. So I think it's very deserving for duo. I hope they win, but they're not running for it, so I don't know if the Steve duo is gonna pull through. Okay, best streamed collab. This award celebrates the most exciting one-time or limited collaboration in live streaming during 2025. So recognized how streamers join forces and bringing in creators from outside the space help grow the community and streaming ecosystem. Best streamed collab. Interesting. Is this like a specific like collabed event? The MCC Twitch Rivals? That would be cool. I mean, I could put that down because I don't know other streamed collabs that would be it. It's not gonna win, but like it was a really cool event, like one-time event. I feel like an event that as well that was really big was I know Jingle Jams does a lot of really cool stuff for the community, and I know they like tried to do an award of previous years. It was really fun being a part of Jingle Jams, and I know I'm they do it every year, so it's always just a joy. I might put that down, but I also just came from MCC Twitch Rivals, so you putting that in chat, it's making me think about it. It was pretty cool. I feel like the event space of Minecraft is a really big stream collab. What else happened? I know there's a lot of like subathons that happened, and a lot of like oh wait, the mid-offs. Wait, would that be count for this? Tubbo's mid-offs? I don't know if Tubbo's mid-offs count as like a streamed collab. I assume so. Oh, it would be here. It would be here. Okay. Streamed collab? I don't know if it's a collab. Whoa! We had 23,000 followers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just saw the goal got reached. That's so cool. I don't know if it counts for series. I'm not sure. I'm gonna skip this one because I actually just don't know what best stream collab would be. Best marathon stream. Award goes to the most impressive marathon stream, one that kept going until the goal was achieved, whether it was to the end of a subathon timer, a game completed challenge, or something similar. When it comes to marathon stream, I could put down, there are some like subathons that have happened this year that I am pretty sure are gonna win this no matter what, right? There were some subathons and some events, like marathon streams, like Durapchu's subathon, that was crazy. I could put down Durapchu's. I think the Mafiathon was pretty good. but as well, I don't think Darachu currently is running for an award right now. I mean, I could. I'm thinking. Cause like, ooh, I put Sandwich Lord. I won't lie. I was pretty happy with our subathon at the start of this year. We went 47 days streaming non-stop, which was crazy. I think that's the longest I've ever streamed. I was tempted to put down my own subathon, but I have to admit, despite how much I enjoyed my own subathon, the fact that Darachu got banned on Twitch and then came back and still continued his subathon months later, I feel like I have to put Darachu's subathon down. I don't know what I would call it, like the Darachu subathon. I don't know if it's gonna win because there's a lot of other subathon contenders that are super huge. Lemons, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. You're so kind. I really, really appreciate it. The Darachu subathon, like, it's probably not gonna win. This is probably not like the name of it, but I gotta show some respect to Darachu. He's put in the work for streaming this year. I didn't have a place to put him in the list, but like, for the subathon, I'll just put Darachu. Just put his name. Darachu. I'm just gonna leave it as the Darachu subathon. I can edit this later. The Rapathon. I'll edit this later if somebody has like a better marathon that I should put instead. But I think this works. I think this is awesome. Best streamed event. The best streamed event, most entertaining, unique, or memorable live event streamed in 2025. This one could be the MCC event, but honestly, I feel like it has to be the mid-offs. Would I just call it the mid-offs or the Tubbo mid-offs? I don't know if it has to be specific for this. Not sure. I might edit it later, but I'm gonna put the mid-offs, mid-offs. The mid-offs. Mid-offs is series. Mid-offs is for series. Oh, does that not count? Oh, okay. So I can put the mid-offs here. Best stream series. The best recurring show, series, segment, or repeated event of 2025, whether collaborative or solo. So I can put that there. And then here I could put MCC, Twitch, Rivals. MCC, Twitch, Rivals. San Diego. Thoughts? That was a one-day event. That was freaking awesome. It's probably not gonna win, but it's something that I was a part of that I think was very entertaining and memorable. Which I'll get to that at the end of today's stream. And then stream series has gotta be the mid-offs. I think the mid-offs were huge for the Minecraft community and very cool. Best VTuber. Ooh. Streamer who uses a virtual avatar and creates the most entertaining and engaging content. I know a lot of VTubers in the space, but I don't know a VTuber who's running for this award. Do you guys know a VTuber who's specifically running for best VTuber? I know, did Iron Mouse win last year? I'm not sure if Iron Mouse is running for it again. I assume they are, but I know there's a bunch of other VTubers in the community who... 5UP? Is 5UP a VTuber? Iron Mouse wins most years. Rattles, is Rattles a VTuber? So it's weird, like, trying to think of who all specifically is a VTuber. I'm checking. There's a lot of, like, really talented VTubers who've been, like, pushing. Is SK a VTuber? SK is a VTuber. Rattles, SK. I put down... Oh, is Rattles running for it? Is Rattles running for this award? Because I could put their name down. I don't know who else I know that's actively running for it. I'll put their name down for now. But if someone else pops up and says they're running for it and needs me to vote for it, I might vote SK for the hell of it. Maybe. Like, I don't know who's running for it. Would you consider Pilly a VTuber? Maybe. I've not seen their streams in a while, so I wouldn't know for a fact, because I can't see their lifesteal. Have they streamed lifesteal recently? I haven't been on Twitch a lot more recently. So I've not seen, so I don't know. But mayhaps. That's PNG tuber. There is a difference between PNG tuber and VTuber. Isn't Pangy doing Rising Star? We aren't there yet. Just wondering. Pangy is going for Rising Star. I'll keep it as Rattles for now. Best variety streamer. Streamer who delivers the best variety of gaming content, seamlessly switching between genres while keeping their audience engaged. Oh, who is a really... There's a lot of people this could go for. There's a lot of people this could go for. Honestly, I don't know who to put down for this award. So for now, I feel like for now I'll put like... I'm trying to think of people in the Minecraft space that I could support for this. Maybe 5up, my teammate. Foolish. Oh, Foolish. Foolish, actually. Foolish would probably be a good variety streamer for this. I think he'd be a good contestant for this award. I'll put Foolish down. Best just chatting streamer. Streamer who creates best just chatting content, conversations with chat, reacting to videos or news, storytelling. Who's a good just chat? There's a lot. Dude, the just chatting category is so big. I'm trying to think of who I would put down. The hard part about putting these people down is it's like putting people down, but also putting people down who I know who are running for it is a much different situation. If I don't know someone running for it, then why would I put them down, I guess. Shubble does a lot of cool just chatting streams. I know there's Roscumber. Does Roscumber do just chatting? I'm not actually sure. The huge streamers are just gonna win this. Yeah, the huge streamers are going to win this. Unless there's a smaller streamer just hardcore pushing it. I'll put Shovel down. Because Shovel is a very talented streamer. I don't know who else to put for now. Ross is going for Sapphire. Rising Star, I have to put Pangy. Dude, I said this already. I've already hyped up Pangy when he rated. But dude, Pangy's just the GOAT, okay? I have Pangy down here. Pangy's been pushing it, putting in the work this year. I would love to see Pangy at least as a nominee in Rising Star. Heck, I would want to see Pangy win this Rising Star award. I am a strong supporter of Pangy this year. I think he's a perfect fit for this award, and I hope he wins. I don't know if he will. It's going to be tough. Rising Star is just as competitive as Hidden Gem, but I'm a strong Pangy supporter. Best breakout streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year. Heck, I would put Pangy in this too. Establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. He paid $300 for a cameo of someone, so he deserves it. That's crazy. I'm trying to think. Best breakout streamer. Who would I put for this? I feel like in the Minecraft space, I feel like Pangy and Lukey are honestly both really big breakout streamers who've grown a lot in this specific year. But like in the general streaming as a whole, there's a lot of other names, like people like, I think like Jason was a big breakout streamer this year from what I remember. I'm trying to think of who else this year who like really had a lot of growth. But I think I'll put, honestly, for the jokes of it, to have them next to each other, I gotta put Pangy and Lukey both here because I think that would be really, really funny. What about Jumper? Jumper is doing incredibly well, but I feel like Jumper is doing more growth on YouTube than streaming right now. And since Jumper isn't pushing for it, I'm not gonna like heavily push for Jumper, but Jumper is a good shout. Pretty sure Lukey said he won't activate the campaign, but the investors are a determined group. That's really funny. No, I have to put Pangy and Lukey together. I think that's funny. I'll A league of their own. Streamer who creates truly one-of-a-kind content, pioneering a niche or category that no one else does. A creator who is simply a league of their own. Let me look ahead. Okay. I feel like a league of their own. Who is a good league of their own? I'm trying to think of broader streaming. I'll skip this for now. I'll come back to this one because I want to see the future ones. That's why I skipped ahead. The Sapphire Award, I don't think they're running, but I saw many people say this. I have to put Ross Cumber. This year specifically, Ross has had insane growth as a streamer and as a creator, getting into many different things. And I feel like Ross as well, it's like, I don't know. I feel like Ross has proven themselves a lot to be just a very talented creator, and they're just a huge fit. We all love Ross, and I feel like Ross is very deserving of the Sapphire Award, even if they're not pushing for it. I would love to see them win this award. They're just very awesome. And I think I know the Sapphire Award is another very competitive one. I wish they would push for it. I don't know if they have in previous years, but Ross is incredibly talented in the community, and I think they deserve this. Gamer of the Year, obviously ForceIt. No. I feel like Gamer of the Year, I feel like it has to be Queso, right? I haven't been keeping up with Queso recently, but like for this year and last year, Queso has been just like streaming every single game and like has had huge growth. I feel like Queso deserves this award. I don't know anyone else who would fit like the general gaming community like as a whole. I feel like Queso fits that. And then Streamer of the Year, despite them winning this multiple times, dude, I feel like Streamer of the Year, just with all the awards and stuff that they've won, it's gotta be Kai. I feel like Kai they've won it many years, but they've had so much success even this year. They just keep growing, and I feel like they are just, I don't know, I feel like, I know like these are more of like the general Twitch answers, but I feel like I can't think of people who stand out more besides maybe Speed, but I already put Speed down for another one. I chose Speed this year. Honestly, I feel like Speed is more deserving of it this year than any other year, so I might switch this. But I have Speed in another category, and I'm not sure. Kai has just had a huge impact in the space. So I'll put their name down. I'm very deep in the Minecraft space, and I kind of filled in blanks for a lot of these, but the ones that I'm very, very strongly in support of, okay? The ones I'm very, very strongly in support of is Pilly for best roleplay streamer. I think Pilly is a huge candidate for roleplay streamer, and I really want to see them in a nominees. Hidden Gem for myself. Please vote and spread the word. Put it all over Twitter. Put it anywhere in the space that you feel like to spread the word for me for Hidden Gem. I'm going to be pushing as much as I can in these weeks. I love how right now I have over 200 viewers, but like that was also from a Pengy raid. I started this stream with 50 viewers, so it's kind of a little offset, but I think we have a really good chance, because for this entire year, out of the 1,300 hours that I spent streaming this year, I've averaged, I think, 109 viewers throughout that time. So this would only make like a small dent in it. And I think next year we're only going to do more. We're only going to get bigger. It's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited. I think we have a good chance at winning this. Hashtag ForceIt for Hidden Gem. I want to see hashtags all over Twitter. It would be so cool. It would be so fun. And I'll come back to this because I have cool announcements. We'll go down. Curryway for best speedrun streamer. I feel like Curryway, like, I don't know. I feel like there's no contest. I want to see Curryway as a nominee for this. Jojo for best Minecraft streamer. I think Jojo, honestly, I want to see more people out there supporting Jojo. I feel like Jojo is very underrated and has done a lot for the community this whole year. And as much as I think Tubbo, even though Tubbo hasn't won it the past few years, I think I'd be happy if Tubbo did win. I just really want to see JoJo up there as a nominee. I love JoJo, and I want to see more people voting for them. I think they need to do more, like, or not, they don't need to, but like I want to see more JoJo support, more JoJo love. Another strong vote for that I'm voting for, Stream Game of the Year, Peak. It is Peak. I feel like I'm very strongly wanting this game to win for Stream Game of the Year. Best Content Organization, Lifesteal SMP. Kind of biased. It's probably not going to win, but I'm going to leave that there. Best Stream Duo, Pintar and Young Will, obviously. And then Best Stream Series. I feel like the Mid-Offs has a good chance. Rising Star, Pangy. I think this has got to happen. We got to see Pangy as a nominee. And Ross for Sapphire Award. Those are the people that I feel like I'm very, very strongly in support of for the awards. I am very, very excited to see how this ends up. I hope we have a chance. I really do. I'm nervous, but I have some fun things planned. And now I can kind of talk about this, okay? Now that we've gone through all the awards, we've talked about what the streamer awards are and what things like we're looking forward to. So now, and also the understanding of like the eligibility stuff. Now we can talk about future plans, okay? Because as you guys know, I am running for Hidden Gem. And I'm gonna be honest, as I've already said, I said this at the start of the stream, but I'm gonna reiterate it again here. I've said it multiple times. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of the most, if not the most, competitive award to run for. The last 2 years that I've ran for this award, not even a single Minecrafter even showed up in the nominees. It's usually some really big variety streamer with another audience that just shows up, who has insane viewership, who just somehow ends up in the Hidden Gem Award. And I think there's some that have come out of it and had a lot of growth, but I don't really know. I haven't heard much from the previous Hidden Gems. I'd have to like go back and check. But like I feel like out of all the years that I've been like pushing for an award, I feel like this is the best chance we've got. And I feel like it's only a good chance if you guys are all there like helping support and help push for it on Twitter or anywhere. Whether it's just like being here for my streams, reacting to it on Twitter, whatever. But here's the deal. It's such a competitive award that there is a very, very high likelihood to me that we don't even get it. And I'm going to try my best to promote it and do stuff for it. But in all honesty, I don't know if we will. But here's the thing. Even if we don't get the Hidden Gem Award, even if we don't win, these next 2 weeks, I'm going to be hyping it up like crazy. And we're going to have the freaking most fun 2 weeks of my life. I've written out plans of everything that I want to do in these next 2 weeks, and they're going to be so awesome, okay? So, for the first announcement, okay, of things that we're going to do, I don't know if I want to give away everything because I have a lot of cool plans with people that I've interacted with that I've already reached out to. But the first big thing that I want to do, and it's either going to happen tomorrow or Wednesday, more than likely it's happening tomorrow, we're going to be doing another art stream. Now, I did this during the subathon, but this one's going to be a little bit different. I have a lot of plans for different art games that we're going to be playing, whether that is Gartic Phone with Chat, what's it called? Jackbox Champed Up, which is really fun. And I've invited a bunch of artists from the creator community to join me in this very fun, chaotic experience. I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be really cool. I got a bunch of people who are down to jump in and have fun. It's either going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. More than likely, it's going to be tomorrow. And I think I have some cool ideas for that stream that I don't necessarily want to give away just yet. But it's going to be a really hype stream for the first day of like these exciting things. What time? As of now, I have, it's not hard set. I'll put an announcement in my Discord when I have a more hard set time. but as of now, it's probably going to be around 4 p.m. EST. But this could change, so just as a vague not time to throw out there. It'll be a similar time to this stream, but this stream was a little bit later. So yeah, that'll be super fun. We're gonna do like an art stream. Obviously, as well, because it's spooky month, it's Halloween. You guys were talking about what Halloween costume I'm gonna wear. Well, for the next few days, we're also gonna be doing a lot of different party games and horror games because it's Halloween, right? I gotta get into the spooky spirit. I'm gonna play a bunch of jump scare horror games, a bunch of fun, like maybe Phasmophobia. We're gonna be doing a bunch of spooky games because it is spooky month and it is Halloween. We're gonna have candy. We're gonna have potentially costumes. I gotta figure out a costume. If you guys have suggestions for cool costumes, let me know. I might not be able to find one in time, but I'm gonna try my best. But we're gonna do a bunch of horror streams and horror things. I then this weekend, now this isn't hard set yet, but I have a very special viewer event that all of you guys can participate in. I will announce this on Twitter when it happens. I won't say too much as to what it is or what's included with it, but I've planned out how it's gonna go. I've planned out people to be there. I think it's gonna be really, really sick. For Halloween, you should be your Minecraft skin. I did that last year. I don't know. I could do my skin, but I did that last year. If I were to do it again this year, I'd have to like really up it. Like I'd have to like paint my face blue or put on a blue like skin suit or something. That could be fun. I don't know. I do have like goggles and stuff that I could actually use this time, so I'm not sure. But we have that. So we have the art thing tomorrow, which will be very fun. A bunch of spooky horror games the next few days. We have a secret event thing that I'll talk about later. I don't want to spoil it. A few other different here and there jump events that I'm going to be talking about. I am really sad to say, because I did do a tweet yesterday when I was really busy planning all of this stuff. I made a tweet, guys, where I said, guys, you need to spread the word. If this tweet gets 2,000 likes in 24 hours, I'll pie myself on the face on stream on Wednesday. I'm so sad because that tweet only got 1,100 likes. I was actually looking forward to have like a pie slammed in my face. I was buying stuff for it. I was gonna decorate my whole room with everything. I was gonna have my dad come in and slam the pie in my face, but we did not hit the goal. So I might have to do some other things on Twitter that are goals and interactive things so that we have more fun stuff for stream. I'll think about it. I'll come up with some ideas. Why not just do it? Maybe. I might consider doing it because it's kind of fun. But like if I don't want to set a precedent where I make a tweet about something and then not follow through with it if I don't hit the goal, you know? I feel like I need to set that goal, but I'll consider it. It might just be a really, really funny clip to do for you guys. So I might just do it on Wednesday. We'll see. I'll think about it. But also, another big announcement that I'm planning on doing. So we have the art battle. We have the spooky horror games. We have the secret event thing that I don't want to talk too much about. But another big thing that I want to do, as you guys know, right now I'm sick. I've been sick following TwitchCon, the past trip that I went on. So I'm still like, my throat is still very much struggling. So I can't do too many very long streams this specific week. But next week I can. I'm not saying I'm going to stream 24/7, but the next week I'm going to stream a lot. And in that week, I have a lot of different plans of games to play. But on top of that, personally, I want to do a Lifesteal week. I have not logged on Lifesteal. Well, I have logged on Lifesteal, but I have not logged on Lifesteal on stream in months. Because I've been so busy editing, so busy, like locked in on work, that I have been MIA from Lifesteal for a hot minute. And it's been sad. I've been invited to so many ideas, like projects that people have been wanting me to be there for. And I've been way too busy to like actually log on, because I don't want to get invested in something if I can't truly commit to it, okay? But this week, I want to commit to it. And what's so cool, not this week, next week, sorry. Next week, I want to truly commit to it. And so what's so exciting about this is not just am I committing to it, I reached out to multiple different Lifesteal members to see if they're free. Some that I haven't been on Lifesteal for almost as long as I have in this time frame, and they as well are willing to hop on and join me for this experience. So my hope is that we can bring back a cool story, a cool plot for 1 week at least on Lifesteal, and I think it'll be pretty cool. I don't know, I'm not bringing back like guest stars or guest appearances, I should say. It's people who are Lifesteal members, right? But like, I'm gonna try my best to get as many people to interact and just have fun on Lifesteal. And I personally want to actually follow through with the ideas I started in season 7. I wanna prove that I can like bring it back, you know? And also I kind of want to explore, because there's a lot of stuff that has happened since I've been gone. I watched a Jumper Who video the other day. It was a banger video. It was a really, really cool Jumper Who video. You guys should definitely check it out if you haven't already. But I watched the Jumper Who video, and I realized that Jumper made a whole video in my own, like, my farming kingdom that I worked on with Jaren. And it's kind of sad because it's literally one building. We only made one building at the start of the season. And I feel like we need to make that place bigger, make that place better. And I personally want to do my best to revamp a lot of really cool builds. I feel like there's not very many building on Lifesteal this season, and it's something that I wanted to do from the start. So I'm going to do my best. I feel like if I have a week of time to do whatever I want, because here's the deal, right? If I'm doing this Lifesteal week, I'm gonna be doing a lot of streams on Lifesteal, right? But on top of that, there's some subathon goals that I did at the start of this year that haven't been completed. And one of those goals is a full 24-hour stream. And personally, I feel like there's no better time than now to do that full 24-hour stream next week. I want to do during the Lifesteal. I assume it'll be on the very, very last day of the streamer awards. So probably on November 8th, that Saturday, I will stream the full day. Now there's a chance that I'll do it prior to that, but there's a lot of other goals and things that I want to do throughout this time. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do a lot of streaming. I want to prove that like I can do this, right? I've done a lot of streaming this year, and more than I ever have before. And I feel like this is the one year that I feel truly deserving, I guess, of Hidden Gem. And here's the thing, as I said at the start of this stream, at the start of all of this, right? At the end of the day, this is the most competitive award that is probably in this entire lineup of awards. There's going to be thousands of people going for this, and I hope we get a chance at getting it, but the odds of us actually getting this award are very slim. And if we don't, that's okay, because these next 2 weeks, we're going to have the time of our lives, okay? We're going to do cool stuff on Lifesteal. We're going to do cool art. We're going to do cool horror games. A lot of little mystery things as well that I've planned out. Like, I am here for the ride. I'm here for the fun of it, and that's what matters. I mean, that's what streaming's all about at the end of the day, is having a good time and entertaining. I think that's like a big thing. So we're gonna do our best, and I hope you guys continue to support, because this is my first time streaming, talking about this, about how this whole system would work. My first time ever talking about this live, besides a few tweets that I've made. No, I think we have a good chance, and I appreciate you guys being here along for the ride. That's the announcements. Those are the big announcements. What I have planned, what I want to do, and there's gonna be more stuff on top of what I've already said. But these are like the general ideas. I've planned out something every day that I want to do something, and it's gonna feel a lot like the subathon that I did not last year, but like at the start of this year. But it's gonna be not as long term. So you gotta be sure to make it. You gotta be there for the streams. They're gonna be a lot of fun. While I'm continuing to talk about the hidden gym stuff, I wasn't sure how long I would talk about the awards and the announcements, and like all the people that I was voting for. I wasn't sure how long this would last. There's one other thing that I wanted to do for today's stream. Let me switch to a be right back scene real quick. There's one other thing I want to do for today's stream, and that thing that I want to do is I wanted to review my VOD for MCC, because a lot of you guys might not have seen it, and I want to go through and talk through, because this might be I expected today to be a bit more of a slower stream, but like there's a lot of little details of like in this VOD of things that happen that you guys might not be aware of, and also I might have forgotten. I just want to look at it. I want to go back and look at it because I think it's fun to like hear me narrate over it. I'll try to be quick, but this is something that I really wanted to do, and it's like it might be slower, it might not be as crazy of a stream, but I got through the big announcements, and I think it'll be a fun thing to do. Let me pull up the VOD. For those who don't know, oh, I got an ad. For those who don't know, my VODs channel is named 5civet. I know it's a little vague to know like that is where my stream VODs go, but on my VODs channel, fun fact actually, I can do another announcement. Oh my goodness, I forget I can do this. Let me go full screen with this. Let me make another window capture. Window capture, Windows 9. Okay. So here's the thing, right? My VODs channel is named 5civet, right? And on this VODs channel, I have uploaded many videos from previous streams. But what you guys don't know is on my VODs channel, I have personally, I have hundreds of VODs that I have yet to put publicly on my channel. There is probably 100 VODs from my subathon that are still not out yet. There is the entire Cowboys SMP saga, my entire Lifesteal Season 7 saga on my VODs channel that are all private right now. So, in these next few weeks as well, there is a high probability that you'll see a lot of those VODs come out on my VODs channel. It's gonna like come out in waves probably. Sorry, I'm hydrating. It's gonna come out in waves, but I've been needing to get them out there. I've been just archiving them on my channel, and I feel like you guys need to see them. Oh, and I can do more announcements. I forget, there's so many announcements I have. I want to get my VODs out this week or the next week if I have the time. But on top of this, I'm using this week of going for the streamer awards as a big like motivation thing. I want to like get myself back into the grind of things from outside of life back into like content again. And hydrate or dihydrate. Oh god, wait, let me check actually. Did anyone redeem hydrate? Okay, they didn't. I want to use this week as like a way to get myself back into a productive spirit, both with streaming and with YouTube. So for me, when it comes to things coming up, there's a few more things I want to do. I want to, during this first week, I'm obviously going to do a few streams here or there, like 2-hour streams. Drink, you hydrated. I'll drink water. I got this. Thank you. I want to do like a few shorter streams throughout this time. But on top of it, I'm actually planning time to edit every day. So I'm like setting aside time. It's like, okay, I'm going to stream for like 3 hours this day. I'm going to edit for 3 hours on the same day. Like go from streaming to editing at night. My hope is I can keep myself in this productive wave that, in all honesty, it would be really, really crazy if I could get it, like, catch up on YouTube videos this week. Not saying they're going to be posted this week, but I'm going to try my best to edit as much as I can in these next few weeks to, like, get stuff done. I'm not going to set deadlines. I'm not going to set times because I know that never goes well for me whenever I say I will get a video out at this time. But I'm going to try my best to get stuff done. On top of this, I put an announcement in my Discord, !Discord. Potentially that means Naked and Afraid episode 4 and 5. If you do !Discord, I will be more active at being up to date with this stuff. Because I actually put in an announcement in my Discord a couple days ago that in my Discord, there is a possibility, I believe, not this week because I don't have time to like put together this stuff, but following these crazy stream weeks, I will likely be opening editor applications because I am very much behind in videos. I have multiple series that I've been working on and I need to catch up. So I'm gonna be opening editor applications. I'm gonna be locked in on YouTube. I'm gonna be locked in on streaming. It's gonna be a fun and very busy next few weeks. But like that's the point of it, you know. Like we're gonna have a good time and it's gonna be great. Now I want to watch the VOD. Okay. The very first thing that comes up this here. Here, maybe I should turn on the music. The announcements! This was already laggy from my screen for some reason. There's me! For those who don't know, this is me right here. This is what my face looks like. Oh my goodness, it's 4C. Whoa! 4C live in the flesh. This is crazy. For those who don't know, I've never done a Twitch Rivals before. Ever. Okay? And what I find really, really funny, like going out on this, I went to our team. This was also my first time ever meeting SK5up and FanFan, which was really funny. And while we were backstage at the event, while I was backstage, I asked them, I was like, hey guys, so we're gonna be doing the team walkouts. Like, what do you guys want to do? Is there any like fun things that we want to do? And SK was telling me that they normally, when they go out, they wave with both hands, like, to the crowd. I was kind of nervous. Like, this is probably one of the few moments I was nervous walking out on stage. Because it's like, I don't know. It's kind of awkward to just stand there and do a little cool walkout. He's not a blue slime? Wait, what? Wait, that's such a shock. But SK telling me to do the 2 waves with both hands actually meant a lot. Because it gave me something to do with my hands rather than just standing there awkwardly like that. Look, I look so awkward here. I look so dumb. But yeah, no, this was cool. Being able to like be on stage and have these like things. You know these little like name plates here? You see that nameplate that everyone has? Mine is sitting right behind me. Whenever I do my face cam, it'll be right behind me. You guys will see it. It looks so cool. I'm really happy I got to get that. It looks so sick. To the Pink Parrots, yay! Oh my goodness, the Pink Parrots announcements. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about, right here. When it came to the setups, sorry, let me drink more water. I'm losing my voice so badly. I'm like trying to be way too hype. I really should talk more like casually. I'm like being an announcer. When it comes to like our setups that we had at the spot, there's a couple things that were glaring to me when I like realized it after. When I was live, everyone in chat was telling me about how quiet I was in comparison to like the gameplay. I was never told how to like turn up the volume of my microphone, okay? I've never used a like arm mic before, for one thing, but on top of it, it was like, there was no buttons on the microphone to up the volume. It was literally just a mute button on the microphone, and then sitting in front of me on the desk was a little dial that could change the volume. But what I was told is that dial only affects the headphones and what I personally can hear. And it changes the balance between the gameplay and the players. That's all I was told. And so, and even still, the gameplay and the Discord volume has nothing to do with my own microphone. So where the heck am I supposed to turn up my microphone volume? There was nothing. There was nothing there. So my microphone was always just super quiet. And I eventually halfway through the event realized that my microphone was quiet and turned it up or not turned it up. I turned down the game audio, which helped a little bit, but even still, it was kind of rough at the start of the stream. Also, what I find really funny is at the setups that we had for the game, they had these tiny little lights on top of the computer that was angled directly at us, and those lights were perfect. Like, they showed us in perfect lighting. But what's so funny is every time they were in between games, like doing announcements, they had giant stage spotlights that would just angle and point straight at me. And dude, I was glowing. I looked like I was getting, like, I saw the light, like I was getting taken away. Like what is going on? I thought every single time I saw it, there's nothing I could do. I could just laugh. Like, that was it. Like, it was so bright. Oh, I got an ad. I gotta skip this. Sorry, I forget I have ads that will pop up. But look at that. It's so bright. It's so bright. The lighting is giving you an insane jawline. No, it is a funny lighting, but like, I mean, shit, look, you can't see anything of my face. It's just bright. It's so bright. It's crazy. Also, for those who don't know, when we were like waiting in the loading area, we got locked in Battle Box, and we physically could not get out. I was stuck in Battle Box for so long. And for those who don't know, when I was there, I was like practicing one ticking, because the biggest thing that messes you up when you're doing triple neos is one ticks. Like, when you're the timing of one tick timing. So while I was stuck in this box here, I think they do like a little announcement thingy here. While I was stuck in this box, like this like pillow room, as everyone in chat was saying, I was just practicing the feeling of one ticking, because the number one thing that messes up a triple neo is the timing of when you press W in space. It is the number one thing that people mess up. So I was trying to muscle memory, because I wasn't using my own keyboard. I wasn't using my own mouse. I was using their keyboard and their mice. So I was just trying to get used to that feeling of one ticking using their stuff. But like, it was so rough me being stuck in there where I couldn't actually practice it. Like, before the event, I was running triple neos back to back to back to back before I was even here in this box. I need you to know, I practiced, like, I did like 100 of them in a row back at this point in time. But when I was here in this box, I was terrified that there was such a gap between the different experiences that I wouldn't be able to hit it. But then comes the time when I hit the triple neo. As most of you know, this was one of the craziest things, because here's what's exciting about this, right? With this triple neo that I hit, here's what people don't know. Last year, I got to be a playtester just for like the setup and making sure the lights and everything were good. Last year I got to playtest MCC in San Diego in 2024. Okay? And so in 2024, when I was there playtesting, I think I was on a team with Avondale and Maddie and Luke. But we were playtesting, right? And as we were playtesting, I set up a triple neo back then, a year ago, right? Now it was playtesting, so it wasn't like an official like event. But back then, I hit the triple neo on the first try. No hesitation, nothing. I hit it. All right? And I was very proud of myself for doing that. I didn't think I would be able to do that, but I did that a year ago, okay? So I hit that, and then I went to Rotterdam, at TwitchCon Rotterdam. And while I was at TwitchCon Rotterdam, I was talking with Sandwich at the Partner Lounge, and I was telling him, like, I was able to do this during testing. You should try and do this at Rotterdam. And I was, like, hyping him up, like, I think he was also already planning on doing it, but I was, like, hyping up Sandwich to do it at Rotterdam. And then, like, we were talking about it for, like, hours. And then he goes to play an MCC. I'm sitting in the crowd with everyone. I watch him go for the triple neo. And then he missed it. And it was like, oh, like, the crowd like sadness when he missed the triple neo was so sad. Because it's like, I talked to him backstage. And then, like, I witnessed him miss it. It was so, like, I was so disappointed. Like, I really wanted to see him succeed with that. So then I got into Builders Guild, all right? My first ever, like, main MCC a month ago, I was in Builders Guild, and I was talking with everyone, and I was like, I need to redeem myself. Or no, I need to redeem Sandwich by doing a triple neo in Builders Guild. Prove that I can do it. I did it in testing. I can surely do it in the real event, right? So I go into Builders Guild, I line up the triple Neo, and I miss it, and I fumble it in front of everyone. Now, no one really drew attention to it, but I also missed it. So now we have Sandwich miss it, and me miss it in 2 live events. At this point, is it ever gonna happen? And so when I was at TwitchCon San Diego, I've already missed it. I've already failed it once, which is just really sad. And I was like going back and forth, like, do I want to do this? Do I not? Because I'll be on stage. It puts a lot more pressure on the line for if I could even do a triple Neo. But I figured, like, I might as well try to do it. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, if I'm on stage going for a triple Neo, everyone's going to be watching that. Everyone's going to be paying attention to that. And if I miss it, that's a really funny clip. If I hit it, I'll have so much aura. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to commit to it. And then I did it. This right here is me committing to it. So you'll see it in a second. I think I need to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to play the moment so you guys can watch it again. Live in the flesh. Here's the moment. Oh, wait. I think I fast forward a little bit more. Here we go. Here we go. This is the moment where I did it. Dude, I was so nervous. I missed it. So here's, for context there, when I backed up, that's because I messed up my tick timing. I didn't one tick it, and I knew that because I've done triple Neos so many times that I was able to, like, visualize that, which is why I backed up to redo it. And then I freaking hit it. One of the craziest moments ever. Oh my gosh, Ed Happy, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. Hello, thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Massive W for Et Happy. Thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Do you go by Et or Happy or just Et Happy together? I don't know. I don't know how you go by, but thank you so much. So this moment here, when it comes to this triple Neo, what was really funny, I didn't realize this till after, but Vitalicy and like a bunch of other lifestealers sent me videos. They sent me a bunch of videos of the crowd and Fanity. Fanity also sent me a video. When I hit this triple Neo on stage, the crowd in the audience screamed really, really loudly. And what's funny is you can hear the screams, but it's delayed. So you actually only hear the screams when pink parrots show up. So the screams that you're hearing when the pink parrots, obviously there were people screaming for the pink parrots, but like when the pink parrots show up, that scream is for the triple Neo. Here, I'll play it. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. That right there. I think. One of those two. I don't know which one. But like that was for the triple Neo, which I find really, really cool. And getting the videos, I might post them on Twitter afterwards, because like those clips that people sent me was so sweet, like of them like screaming. It was so cool. Then we go into the games. Okay, let's watch Meltdown. Oh my god. The fact that Meltdown was first, this game, out of all games to go first in an MCC. Oh, I got an ad. Oh boy. Rate your ad experience on YouTube recently. Oh boy. Okay. I won't lie, Meltdown is one of my worst MCC games. I told this to my team, but when it comes to the games, here was how I viewed this, okay? Ace Race, maybe I should open up, no, I'll keep it on YouTube, it's fine. I wonder, is there an ad blocker that I have that I could use, perchance? Let me check something. I'm gonna see if I can add something that will make this easier. I'm checking to see. This might work. I'm adding an ad blocker. I hope that works. I might have to refresh this. But here's the deal, right? When I was talking to my team beforehand about the games, I saw personally, for me, my top 2 games were Ace Race and Rocket Spleef Rush. I knew that. Like, I'm a movement player, and those 2 games are games that I feel most confident that I can get in the top 10. Personally, I was not afraid of doing Ace Race or Rocket Spleef Rush because I know I was guaranteed to be in the top 10 for those games. I just had to have fun with it. I just had to perform, okay? Then there's Grid Runners and Meltdown, which I feel pretty decent with, like, when it comes to the game sense of it. But, like, I didn't really play super well last time in them. So, like, I feel like they're strong games of mine, but I can't confidently say, like, this is my best game, or this is the game that I'm really good at, okay? And then there's survival games and Railroad Rush, both of which that I have never played in an MCC before. So I have nothing to go off of. I had no, like, experiences to base off of, like, my skill set with them. So, like, how am I supposed to know if I'm going to be really good at survival games or really good at Railroad Rush if I've never played them before? So that was kind of, like, my viewpoint of all the games, right? So Meltdown was kind of on the lower end because it's a PvP game that I played really bad last time. So I wasn't sure how I would do, okay? And my team is apparently really good at Meltdown and Railroad Rush. So that made me a little bit more confident when we were going into the games. So that was what I was kind of leaning on with Meltdown. So when I went into Meltdown, I didn't go in with a strategy or with a thing. The fact that it was the first game was wild. But I went into Meltdown basically saying to myself that I'm going to listen to what my teammates say because I trust their intuition with this. So let's go into the game. Let's showcase what happens. Fast forward. Okay. So right away, 5UP wants us to do a strategy where we're we're gonna try to clean teams, like sneaking on you can't really see the map here, but like, or you can a little bit. Rather than going straight for this gold piece, 5UP want us to run all the way across and contest for this one and kind of pincer and sneak up behind another team, which is a really fun strategy. It really is. So when we go into this, we do this right away, right? Oh, it froze. Right away, we go into this, and I see this coin crate, and I have not played Meltdown in so long that I forgot how to get the pickaxe. I looked so stupid. It's so bad. Okay, let's go a little bit forward when we see more people. The comms are really good. 5UP was really good at leading in this game. This game was also tense. Like, okay, in this moment here, I know a ladder is very not safe whenever you're in a boat or any type of combat in Minecraft because you're very stationary and it's very predictable with your movement. So right away when I saw that they were up here, I didn't want to jump to the ladder. I wanted to go underneath and try to find another way to cut them off around. But then I realized that all of them were pushing the ladder and I didn't want to leave my teammates behind, which is why I ran with 5UP originally and then doubled back because I trusted that 5UP could hold that side. That's why I did that originally and why I doubled back. And then there's here. Oh my god. This was crazy. I'm happy I managed to put down the heater because this corner, I'm shocked my arrow didn't fire. You would think that I would have got that shot off, but this position was just really rough. I shouldn't have peeked that because they were just waiting for me. And this was just bad, like a bad spot. My heater was thankfully there for Fan. And then now I'm just kind of frozen, so I can't really do much. But this is crazy, okay? SK is insane at this game. Watch this. Watch what SK does. That quick fire, insane. This snipe, they unfreeze me. They kill Impulse. And we killed Lime, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure Lime won one of the games of this as well. So already a crazy start to the round, right? There's something else that happens, though. I don't remember when it happens. Here it is. Okay. So here's the deal, right? We win that fight. We won the contest against Lime, right? And then we go into this next room. Watch what happens, and I want you to see if you notice this. So we see orange team, okay? Did you just see what happened? Because I didn't in the moment. Look at that chat. I feel like this is really underappreciated. Everyone's talking about these like team wipes. What happened here? I didn't even see this in the event. But in this moment, right? We push up, we see orange team, and I'm more aware of orange team here. But in this moment, SK doesn't even say a word. Like, there's very little, like... Yeah, there's 5 up saying there's people in front of us. But before I even get the chance to react to that, SK killed all of them! Like, I want to go and see SK's POV of that. Because that's freaking insane! Like, you don't even see the players at all. They just died. They were just disintegrated in seconds. I'm like, genuinely, it's so impressive how quickly SK just killed everyone. I'm like way too calm in this situation. Hello? So they just team wiped somehow. I don't know how that happened. And then boom. This is where things get really bad because we just had a really good run, but now we've seen orange team in front of us. And now there's pink team behind us. We are now enclosed on all sides. And you see me actively panic because I was already like kind of calm, but now I'm in a situation where they're on all sides of us. I didn't really know where to go or what to do or how to react because like where do you go in this situation? So like I tried to, dude, I missed that shot. Dude, it's just like dodgeball. Oh my god. But like either way, I missed that shot. Everyone's frozen. I unfreeze SK because SK got a crap ton of kills. I try to like guard SK, but now there's orange behind me. And pink's there. So pink's there and orange is there. Where the heck do I hide? Where do I go? Oh god. Like this is a terrible position to be in, and there really wasn't a good spot to hide. Like this is me just sheerly panicking. And then I got frozen. And at this point, there wasn't much I could do besides give them info about location. But yeah, having pink there and having orange, it was just a really bad spot because orange and pink were really the 2 biggest contenders in this entire event, and it was just kind of a rough first round. SK eventually dies, but as a team, we did pretty good in that round. The next round, we attempt to do the same thing again. I don't remember what happened in this round, actually. Let's see. This walk-in was crazy, by the way. I'm so shocked we weren't seen. Oh, I remember what happens. Oh, this is so sad. I got so quiet when this happened because I was trying to watch the corner in F5, but I wasn't used to the keyboard yet, so I spam clicked F5 and I couldn't get back into first person, and I was aiming to shoot them, but I was in F5, so I couldn't see what I was shooting at, and then CPK team wiped us. It was so sad. If I was just better at moving between my perspectives quicker, it would have gone better. Because this happens here. Do you see that? Like, I didn't get a chance to even see CPK shoot me because I was stuck in this corner. Like, I switched to first person but accidentally click F5 a second time, so I have to cycle through all the perspectives again, and at that point I'm already frozen. Which I was so embarrassed that I did that I just didn't say anything to my team. Right here, look at this. I switched to first person so quickly that you can't even see it. And then I'm dead. And then at that point they killed the whole team, and what are you supposed to do in this situation when you're at this edge? I didn't expect it to switch so fast. I'll play it one more time without pausing. It's like I knew they were there. I knew they were pushing. They didn't know I was there, but it was too late. It's just unfortunate. So it was a rough second round, but our team is still insane, okay? And then we get into the last round. The last round is crazy. Let me fast forward. I'm just speed fast. I'm just pressing the button. Okay. This one I trust 5UP. I listen to whatever 5UP's saying again. I think we do the same strategy. I'm pretty sure. But this time is done way better, like as a team. From what I remember, at least. Let's see, when does action happen? I feel like I play way too out in the open. Like I don't hug corners as well as other people. So, oh, this was crazy. This positioning is insane to me, by the way. I'm shocked. Like, it's a good hold of a point. Because, like, what do you do when 4 people just pop up from the stairs? That's so crazy. I'm curious what Sleepy's POV looks like there, because that's gotta have been a jump scare. Okay. I don't know if I made any, like, glaring mistakes in this round, but I want to see. Oh, this was cool. This was a good call out, because we saw Foolish come around this corner, and we held this angle. I like how I went around this edge on the left side rather than pushing forward where FanFan was. Because FanFan was already watching that side. They knew FanFan was there. But I was hoping to catch Foolish off guard on this side. But then I don't see Foolish at all. So meaning Foolish went through that door. I didn't know where that door would have ended up. But I knew Foolish went through it. And when I called it out to my teammates, right here, that's when SK said they saw him. And then SK inevitably caught Foolish in the thing. SK got some insane shots, by the way. SK is insane at Meltdown. But either way, we go forward. Let's see what happens next. I'm trying to, like, keep an eye on things around the team. It's always good to just play in F5. Okay. This is the aggressive push. This position is rough because they have the high ground on us. So we had to get a quick movement to get better. I like that 5UP called out getting better positioning here, because if we stayed at that door, we probably would have died instantly there. I don't know how I got that shot. Wait, what? I'm aiming at the wall. Okay. I see how I got the shot now. I think in the moment, I didn't even see him pop out. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I was just aiming at that edge and hoping they would peek. I got lucky there. That's crazy. Oh, and this little corner. This little corner is evil. This is an evil corner. This is where things go, like, insanely wild. We all push up into this corner. This is like a mosh pit. This is the most insane mosh pit I've ever seen. In this moment, I could have stepped out of the area to, like, go and attack people or aggress people. But in this moment, 2 of my teammates were frozen. I would rather stay put and guard their bodies to make sure that they get unfrozen so that we have more of a team push later. It's a good team strategy, because in these games, even though they're more PvP heavy, I feel like they're more team games than people realize. I do go for a shot here because I see Scott. I missed those. Oh, I actually hit Scott. At this point, though, they got unfrozen. Oh my god. I forgot this happened. Dude, FanFan is a legend. Oh my god. I forgot this happened. This is a crazy clutch. The fact that Hannah couldn't reach me either. And then this. Oh my god. The fact that I didn't see Hannah put down the heater. Freaking jump scare. Like, what do you do? They were frozen there the whole time. And then boom, they both just appear there. I think they were just as scared as I was, though, because they were not expecting to respawn. And then I'm just there with a bow. Wait, what just happened there? Did the arrow bounce off of them? I swear, I think the arrow bounced off of them. Wait, what just happened? Yeah, because the arrow bounced off of them. Is there a cooldown? Like, whenever they come out of the ice, is there like a slight cooldown between them getting shot? Because I didn't realize this. I hit them there, but it didn't actually count. When they're on fire, they have brief immunity from shots. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I hit them there, and I got them both frozen again, which that's cool. I didn't know they got slight invincibility. That's cool. This was an insane clutch, by the way. I was just panicking about the fact that both of them just revived, and I just killed both of them. Obviously, this is a man's face of someone who's very panicked and freaking out, right? But I was like panicked that they both respawned and just in shock that I was able to kill them. But then here is probably the biggest fumble I had in communication, because I had placed down my heater, right? So you'll look right here. I placed down my heater right there. You notice I don't have my heater in my inventory. 5-up is frozen. So I realized this, and I realized I cannot personally unfreeze 5-up in time because my heater has too long of a cooldown, okay? So then I can't pick up my heater. Someone else can't pick up their heater. And I knew either SK or FanFan had a heater, and I was trying to communicate to one of them needs to melt 5-up, but I didn't know how to communicate that because I didn't know who had the heater. Obviously, right now I can tell based on that FanFan had the heater, but I didn't know in the moment. So saying like someone needs to pick up their heater, someone needs to like put it down, and I think I just fumbled my words so much that 5-up just ended up dying, which was really unfortunate. Like, I was trying so hard to communicate, and I fumbled my words so badly. And that by the time that FanFan got their heater down, 5-up died. So then it's up to our team, and now that since 5-up was mainly leading our team, now it's kind of more on me and SK, I think. And SK, while SK is an insanely strong like player, SK isn't all as vocal, so I was trying to like be more vocal here. And I don't see any teams in the middle at all going up here. And I knew we had to control the middle, because controlling the middle is huge late game. And I want you guys to watch this, because I'm going to be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea how I got shot. I still to this day don't know who shot me or where from, because I never saw them. But this is what happens. I'm going to play it. I think there was someone, like, if you look, I think there's someone right there, but that's not the person who shot me. So, like, I still don't know where they were standing. I'll have to watch back their VOD to truly know, but this is what happened. I pushed to middle, and our entire team froze in seconds. It was all done by Beck? Hello? Wait, SK froze Beck too. Wait, what the heck? Were they behind us? Where did that come from? I guess it was behind us. Oh, Beck was behind us. That's crazy. There was no way I could have known. That is an insane... It was an insane run. Very confusing, but very well played. Very cool. And that was Meltdown. That was the first game of MCC. Then comes Railroad Rush. I don't have too much to say on Railroad Rush. This was my first time ever playing the game. I feel like there were much better like routing that I could have done with like positioning of where things go. But if I'm being honest, I felt like I played this very well for my first time playing. There's a lot of like little moments of like collecting copper that like I felt like I was doing good at managing my resources, collecting copper well with dynamite. Also, I watched their VOD. I watched SK and 5-up's VOD of this event beforehand. In their VOD, I saw like different sections like this where the tunnel is here, and I knew to be careful not to have this turn into gravel. So ahead of time, I actually went ahead and dug out this area to make sure it was secure before anyone even touched it, to make sure it would go well. So I felt like I did good. Like, I feel like I did a good job with this game. Dark, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I don't know if you want to go by Dark or Narvi, but thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, so Railroad Rush was fun. Next game. I'll go to the next game because I don't have too much to say. I do want to talk about survival games, though. Let me pull up survival games. I felt like I did good in Railroad Rush, though, for my first time playing. Survival games. Okay, survival games was interesting because they added like a few changes to how the game's played. But here's the thing, right? I know I play on lifesteal, but I personally am not a PvPer. That's just not who I am. That's not what I do as a creator. So when I was doing this, I understand how PvP works. It's just not my strong suit. I started this off just like getting like basic loot, but I kind of just did not ever get good loot. I just kind of got a bunch of like basic resources, a lot of weapons, a lot of just simple stuff. But something that I found interesting was I got this crossbow. Okay? And here's the thing, I normally suck at PvP. I normally am not like a go-to PvPer when it comes to things. But in this event, for some reason, I locked in with a crossbow. I think out of all 9 arrows that I had, I think I hit 7 of them directly, which was crazy. I don't know when that was. Let me see if I can catch it. But like, I low-key carried when it came with a crossbow. Like, here's the thing as well. There were a lot of moments that I could have gone for kills, but for me, I feel like survival games of Meltdown, I said this before, is a very much team game over a PvP like rush game. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I could go for my indiv score and just run in and just run people down and kill them, but at the end of the day, our team is gonna do better if I play with the team. I've realized this, right? So like, my going and running down one person and trying to kill one person, sure, I might get the kill, but if my entire team dies, it's not worth it. So I always view survival games and games like this as a heavy team game. It's good to support the team with resources. It's good to support our strongest PvPer. If I don't get kills, who cares, right? As long as I'm contributing to the damage and contributing to helping my team stays alive, that's what matters at the end of the day to me, okay? See, like, in this game, I can work to help our team work out in the long run, but when it comes to, like, movement games like Ace Race and Rockets Believe Rush, those are the games that I can more focus on myself and individual stuff, because, like, how the heck am I supposed to help my team in Rockets Believe Rush? There's so much chaos, I don't get that chance. Same thing with Ace Race. It is a race, we're all in different positions. I can't really say too much to help them. While in survival games, I'm right there with them, fighting alongside them. I can do a lot more to just support them as players. Let's see if I catch myself in this moment. When do I get a shot? Because I know I get some shots. I was very careful with my arrows. I think we wiped this team. Orange team. Yeah, there's first shot. Second shot? Like, hello? Hello? Let me replay that. First shots of the game. Right? Like, what? I have to go lock in. Bye-bye. Have fun locking in. In this moment, so here's the thing, right? I get those 2 shots on Connor, right? This is kind of sad. Look at this. So we rush in. I get 1 arrow shot on Connor, okay? I get 2 arrow shots on Connor. So at this point, I've shot Connor twice. I know Connor is low. So then we all push up aggressively on this team. 2 people go to the left. Connor goes to the right. Not only have I made Connor weaker, but now Connor is split off from his teammates. So I call that out. I push Connor. I hit him again! So Connor is now on half a heart. I hit 3 shots on this guy. And then SK got the kill on him. That was crazy. Like, how... I've just never hit that many consistent shots of a crossbow. And now I'm stuck in a hole. But then 5up and SK go and clean the rest of the team, which is insane. But, like, that's insane to me. Like, I was shocked that I was even hitting those shots to begin with. So then I go back to the team. I can't remember what happens after this. I need to watch. But I continue to hit insane crossbow shots moving forward. Let's see. Like, what? What was that shot? I should not have hit that shot. I'm telling you. I was like pinging every player behind them as they were running. It was like every single crossbow shot I was nailing. Like, what? What? Hello? Okay, I missed that one, but still, like, these shots just feel like I should not be hitting them, but I was just slowly ticking damage into them. I didn't even use a sword up close. I was just killing them from a distance. Another crossbow shot here on red team. This team was a lot more stacked, so, like, our chance of, like, killing them would be hard, but, like, I was hitting every crossbow shot, and I'm not normally good with a crossbow. That was just insane to me. Maybe it was the setup or the environment. I don't know, but... Oh, I forgot about this. We got separated from FanFan, and we wanted to make sure we didn't lose FanFan here. The mobs were brutal in this. I don't even think they were super worth it. Like, the Copper Golem was worth it, but the mobs were not. Let's fast forward here. I felt like I made decent calls when it came to, like, the event, like, the game, but I wasn't committing to them because I didn't want to leave our team behind. And I think that's valid. Like, I should have made harder pushes, but, like, I think it's better if you're following one person in the PvP games, because if you're jumping around everywhere, it'd be too discoordinated. But we do this push on Lime Team. I called out that someone would TNT us, and then they do TNT us. I find that very funny that happened. Like, I was making good calls of predictions, because I was like, okay, we're slowly going up a water stream here. Someone's going to do something. Like, I was doing decent damage. I just was never getting the final kill. I think I got 0 kills in this game, but I got so many assists. I was just helping my team. I'm curious, like, if someone did the math, because I know there are Reddit users who do the math on, like, how much damage people use, or how much damage people do. I'm curious, like, how much damage compared to kills I got in this event, in survival games. At this point, we got very, like, scattered. I thought this was a smart TNT play, because they were more focused on killing blue. In my head, I was thinking, they're focusing blue. If I put TNT back here, they'll fight blue, come back, and walk into the TNT and die. And look! I was right, because I turn around and watch. They do exactly what I said. And they blow up, which is very funny. Like, I was doing some crazy game sense in this game. I just wish I played a little bit more aggressive, because I had good ideas. I just never was actually committing to them. Like, I was eyeing red for so long there. We lost Shadoon, though, because Shadoon went invis. This is where things go bad, though. This is where everything went downhill. Also, thank you for redeeming drink. I did drink. This is where things go downhill. Someone goes... Pete, right here, goes to Cobweb 5-up and ends up cobwebbing me. And I got cobwebbed in probably the worst spot ever. And the worst part about this positioning with the cobweb is it is so slow to break this cobweb that when you try to break it while you're in it, you physically can't. If I looked straight down and tried to break the cobweb, I would have died in seconds. But it's even harder because I would have died in seconds if I tried to break the cobweb. So I needed someone else on my team to break it so it could get me out of it. And I say that, but the awkward part is there's 3 other team members hard focusing me stuck in the cobweb. So I was gonna die either way here, so SK and 5UP took the opportunity to get clean kills on them, which I respect. I just did everything in my power to push them away so I could get out of here. Like, that's all I was focusing on, because they were hard, like, jumping me. If it wasn't for 5UP and SK jumping them, it would have gone so much differently. But, like, I was a good punching bag for my teammate there. It's just awkward that Fruit Berries was right there when I turned around, which is what led to the end of survival games. Honestly, though, this is probably one of the best survival games I've ever played personally. So I'm very proud of myself and how I handled myself in this event. It was just this is the most proud I've ever been in how I've played in a survival games event. I just wish I played more aggressive. Like, I did good. I'm happy with it. It was fun. Next game with the Crafty Awards was really funny. For context with the Crafty Awards, I didn't know if we were supposed to just stay there watching it or go somewhere else. And I looked to my left and 5UP tells me that he's going to go backstage and relax, grab some food, grab some water. So I was like, okay, I'll go backstage and do the same, and I'll watch the Crafty Awards from backstage, right? That was my thought process going into this. So I tell chat, okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go backstage. I go and talk to one of the employees. I'm like, hey, am I able to go backstage? And they're like, yeah, we'll get someone for you. So a security person came up to me and they're like, yeah, we can take you backstage. They took me back there and they're like, you can come to the bathroom and then head straight back. I wasn't allowed to go backstage and grab food and stuff. I was only allowed to go to the bathroom and come back. So I went backstage. I went to the bathroom. I come back. And by the time I come back, I hear JoJo's winning an award for lifesteal, which is freaking insane and super cool. Woogie X, my goat. I love Woogie, dude. Like, this was my team, Team Wham, doing the divine intervention. Seeing them on stage was such a shock, but I didn't have time to process it because I was running back from the bathroom to get here. So this is me, like, freaking out about it. And it was really cool. It was really cool. The Crafties, like, honestly, when it comes to the Crafty Awards, in my opinion, this is one of the coolest things Minecraft has done in years, because for years I've wanted to see more, I guess, creator interaction and involvement or appreciation in Minecraft and in the Minecraft space. And I think the Crafties is a huge step for Minecraft in that initiative. Even though it's like a small thing, like a little token of appreciation, to do this at a live event show is just so cool and so nice of them to do. The Minecraft team, Anthony right here, he's such a lovely individual. He was very lovely to talk to and hosted this whole show. He did a wonderful job. It was just really fun. I also think I missed Shep and Maze's getting up on stage. That was really awesome to see for this. I love the lore that they've built for every MCC. It's always so cool to see what they do with it. Next up, Ace Race. I want to talk more in depth about Ace Race. I don't want to say too much because I've actually watched back my VOD and there's a few like cool skips that I want to try and do in future MCCs. I very much believe that there are skips now that I've discovered that if I'm ever in a position where I get to play these again, I think I can cook. Like, I think I can lock in future, if I ever play Python's Palace again, I'm gonna attempt some stuff that probably looks really stupid, but if it works, I'll have a crazy like placement in this event. I don't know, we'll see. I've started looking at the VOD and I see things that I didn't realize were faster than others, so I want to try again in the future. But something that I was an unfortunate thing that I realized every time in these runs was there's this moment here with the Elytra run. I think it's up here. That like I was in 4th place for almost the entire race. Like, I'm pretty sure I was in 4th place the whole time. up until this dumb elytra moment, because I didn't take the elytra all the way through the course, I just landed a little bit early, which was what led to my demise. You'll see this here. Right here. In this elytra course right here, I hit this edge. I should have committed the elytra all the way up into this upper part here because elytra is faster, but I landed because I wanted to get that speed boost, and I bump into this slab, losing all my momentum, and then boom, fruit berries just flies over me. And you can see my live reaction to this. Look at my shock on my face. Look at this. Look at that face. Look at that reaction. I was so shocked that that was faster that, like, then I'm playing the catch-up game at this point to, like, try to, like, overtake him. But at that point, like, Fruit had already passed me. And the worst part is this was in the first lap. We go to the second lap, and the exact same thing happens again. It's wild. Wait, let me fast forward this. Look at this. Now I'm, like, neck and neck with Shadoon here. I think Shadoon, like, just barely passes me. I'm still in 4th place, by the way. Shadoon overtakes me right here. Right? So then there's me and Shadoon fighting for 4th and 5th. I push up here with the elytra. And then right here, I think I overtake Shadoon, because I think Shadoon bumps into this right here. Super unfortunate to bump into that. And then right here, boom, Purple does the same thing Fruit does. Look how fast he goes! Like, look at that! Look how fast he just disappears. And I have the exact same reaction of just shock. Next time, I'm definitely doing that because, like, holy crap, was I just, like, completely blindsided. Another thing I want to point out with Ace Race that was really funny was I didn't realize how, like, when the speed, the bonus speed that I got wore out. So at this point right here while I'm running, my speed wears out literally seconds before I go for the Neo, which was so funny because every single time I missed, I didn't even get the chance to, like, I am good at hitting Neos, but I didn't even get the chance to hit the Neos because every time my speed would run out and I would just jump straight to the ground, which was so funny every time. I ended in 5th in Ace Race, which I'm happy with. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better first Ace Race showing. Like, I thought that was really cool. I think I got 5th I think I got 5th in Parkour Warrior as well in Builders Guild. So I really am just a movement Andy in these events. The next game that I want to point out is Rocket Spleef Rush. Rocket Spleef Rush prior to this event was the game I personally was most looking forward to because it is the game that I play the most, okay? Rocket Spleef Rush, to me, Rocket Spleef Rush is my game. When I played it in, like, debatably, I feel like I am better at Rocket Spleef Rush than I am at Ace Race. Because Ace Race is a lot more map knowledge dependent, while Rocket Spleef Rush is more gameplay. And so, personally, I'm more comfortable and less stressed in Rocket Spleef than I am in Ace Race, okay? Rocket Spleef Rush is really funny to me because when I played it back in, like, MCC Rising, it was a game I was really strong at. But here's the thing, back when I played it in MCC Rising, Rocket Spleef Rush wasn't actually in MCC Island yet. And it was a game I really, really enjoyed, right? But then they added Rocket Spleef Rush to MCC Island. And when it came out on Island, dude, for those who don't know, I, like, sweated this game on Island. I played hundreds of games in the first month when this came out. So much so that I had, like, dude, I had, like, a 75% win-lose ratio or something in Rocket Spleef Rush, which is crazy because they had, like, 40 people playing it. Like, I was insane at Rocket Spleef Rush. This was my game, right? So when I found I was playing this in Rivals, this was the one I was most looking forward to, right? And then I come to find out in the main event, here's the thing. The difference between MCC Island and the main event MCCs is that when you shoot someone, it doesn't actually take away their elytra durability. It just, like, hits them and counts for, like, kill credit, I guess. Well, when I play this on MCC Island, I am like the most kill hungry, aggressive rocket spleefer ever. Like, I will intentionally hold on to 3 rockets, wait up in the air, find someone, lock onto them, and just hit them 3 times until they drop out of the sky. And it's just so goofy and funny to see every time. Hi, Katie. It's such a funny, goofy thing. This is freaking crazy. It is crazy. I will just drop people out of the sky, like, insane amounts. But in the event, you can't really do that. It's more just like, just tagging people to just, like, for the kill credit of it. So whenever I was playing this, I didn't really know what to do when I was in the sky. Your rocket spleef was insane. It was crazy. It was an insane, like, it was, I didn't really know what to do when I was in the sky, like, while I was flying around, because when I was in the sky, it was like, I just have to focus on my elytra variability. I have plenty of rockets. I don't have any reason to attack people early on, because why would somebody die if they have 2 updrafts? So I was just kind of like chilling. And so there were moments in this rocket spleef rush that I was like, dude, I don't really care. Like, I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm just happy to be here. So like, I started just like dancing, like vibing whenever I was playing Rocket League Rush. Every round, dude, there was moments where I quite literally took my hands off my keyboard while I was flying in the air and just started jamming out, because this is like, it was a chill game. It was like, I don't know why. There was no moment in Rocket League Rush that I felt like competitively stressed. Literally, the ways that I died in Rocket Spleef was stupid ways. Like, I just bumped into a wall. Like, I feel like if I actually sweated this game, I would have gone insane at Rocket Spleef. But I had no reason to, because I was already confident that I was gonna, like, do well in it. And I was just gonna have fun with it. Like, you see me already dancing, right? What I find really funny, I watched the main broadcast. There was a moment where they caught me vibing and dancing in the game that, like, the announcers, they played it on the big screen, and I was like, dude, I'm just having a good time. I say that in the stream, and in the announcers, I can't remember if it was JoJo or like Kara, but they're like, oh yeah, like 4C's always having a good time. Now what's funny is I was told early on, I wasn't really shown that much on like the broadcasts or on the things. Usually they showed 5UP or my other teammates, right? But what's so funny was when they showed me dancing and just vibing, right? When that happened, I was sent a recording. This, you guys don't know this in the chat, and I think I've said it on the last stream that I was streaming. I didn't know this either until after, but when they showed me dancing during Rocket Spleef Rush, all of like the crowd, I don't know who started it. I don't know if it was the Lifestealers, the MCC Rising people. I assume it was the MCC Rising people, but I don't really know. But when they showed me on screen, someone sent me videos of this, so I have video proof that this happened. The crowd just started like chanting, like going like, let's go 4C, like in the crowd. Like the whole crowd was chanting that, which is the cool, like, I don't know how to like properly react to that. That is the coolest thing that could ever happen to me. Like, I was just living my best life, having fun. I couldn't even hear the crowd because the headphones, the music were so loud. But to find out that like there were hundreds of people in the audience just like chanting my name, that is so sweet. And I was sent videos of it. I have like footage of this happening. I might put it on Twitter, I don't know. It was just really wholesome to see and just really cool. Like, I love how supportive our community is. I love how supportive our community, of how like kind everyone is. Like, I'm thankful to be at a place where I know enough people in the community that people are willing to do stuff like that and do those cheers. Heck, if I was in the crowd and there were friends of mine, I know at Rotterdam, I was cheering for Wadebox when he was commentating because I was really happy to see more MCC Rising people. I want to see, personally, I really, really want to see more MCC Rising reputation in MCC. I feel like there's a lot of really talented MCC Rising creators, and we've seen a lot more MCC Rising people slowly enter into the MCC space recently. Also, this here was just a brutal fall. I could have so easily landed on that. I don't know why I angled down. That was dumb of me. That's what got me to die here. But like, I still played well at the end of the day here. I don't know. I feel like personally, for me, I would love to see more MCC Rising reputation in MCC and more lifesteal reputation in MCC. We've seen Pangy, we've seen me, Hannah, Jojo, and SB have already been in MCC, but I think it'd be so cool to see more lifestealers take part in MCC, because there's a lot of really talented lifestealers and MCC Rising creators who have a lot of potential, who also really enjoy the events. So I'm a big proponent to like having more newer faces in the space. I think it would be really cool. But yeah, Rocket Sleep Rush, I was jamming out. I had a good time. I don't really have much more to say besides there is this one clip that I put on Twitter. Oh yeah, this right here. This is the clip that they used in the broadcast, I'm pretty sure. Right here. I think. FanFit saying, I'm so stressed. That was the clip that they used in the actual thing, which is really cool. Let me fast forward. Let me go to the moment where I died in this. I showed the clip on Twitter, but I feel like it's a good thing to review. I personally believe this clip at the end of this game is one of the craziest clips I've ever had in an event. Because look at this here, right? So in this game, in Rocket Spleef, there's very little land left, right? Now right here, in my head, I want to land here. My brain tells me I should land here. But if you look at everyone, there's a blue team person right here. There's that's Ollie. Ollie's right here. And if you look at Captain Sparkles, it looks like Captain is going for that same spot. So in my eyes, I see two people who are about to land here. It's not going to be safe because they're both closer to that position than I am. So I try to be smart, and rather than landing here, I choose to land here instead. So I go to land. Uh-oh, everyone's landing there. Frick. Then now I'm dead. Right, and I need to stay up. So I just try to straighten myself out. And I see this swarm of people down here trying to shoot me. But what's crazy is I then try and dodge and weave their shots so they don't get the kill credit. So I'm literally matrix dodging these shots after this. One shot missed, another 2 shots missed, 3 shots missed, 4 or 5 shots missed. They're trying so hard to hit me. I'm dodging and weaving like crazy, right? They all die, right? And then right there, do you see that? I'm about to die. I'm right here on the edge. And then right here, I got hit by a fireball right there, which boosted me up just enough to stay out of the death zone. Shadoon falls and dies. And then Fruit Berries, who's above me, shoots me upwards and then dies. Like, I should have been like 11th or 10th in this game. But I've somehow outlived. Here, let me count. Let me count how many people I outlive in this moment, because let's see. So, in this moment, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I outlived 7 people in that moment. I should have died. Like that was one of the craziest clips I've ever seen. I was genuinely shocked that I made it that long. And I was top 5 in the game, which I was happy with. Like I was expecting at least top 10. Top 5 was like so much better than I could have imagined. Then there's Grid Runners. Okay. Grid Runners, I was so nervous for, because to me, in Grid Runners, I assumed that this is the copper update. And it scared me because I don't know any of my teammates. Like, at this point, this is my first time meeting these teammates in this game. So, like, to me, I didn't know how well our game knowledge was, because our team is more so known as the variety team. And since this is the Copper Crown, I was personally assuming Grid Runners was going to be stacked with, like, copper update, copper crafting recipes, copper golem usage. And I was so nervous that it wouldn't go well, okay? We go into the first one, and we see the size changing thing, which made me really happy, because I'm really comfortable with being on like at a smaller scale because of Rats SMP and other SMP and events before. So I take the opportunity to get rid of all like the small scale sections, getting rid of the slime, while our teammates get rid of a lot of the larger sections. I see this tunnel I see this box here with slime in it. I didn't know how to get in there, but I saw this pipe up here. which has slime in it. So I try to like find a way to get up there. I also see this path here, and I know that you have to get along this path. I wasn't sure if I could jump up it, but I see this and I commit to this because no one else is looking at this, and I go and get all the upper area. I feel like Grid Runners is a game I'm weirdly good at. I'm really good at puzzle games and problem solving. Like, obviously there's a few levels that are harder, but like, I felt like our team did good at this, but also just me individually, I felt like I held my own in Grid Runners. Then we go to the next one. In this next one, shoot the targets. This is not one of my strong suits, but I knew to shoot ones that others couldn't really see as easily. So I tried to shoot like the more awkward ones first. We did good. We were in first at this point in the game. And then came this! Light the lamps! Oh my god! I'm so upset. So, for those who don't know from MCC, in Light the Lamps, your goal is to flick all of these lamps that are hidden around the areas. I saw this one that was behind our thing that I thought would be like more hidden and less seen. And I got like these awkward ones that others missed. But the thing that screwed me over was not the awkward ones, but the ones that you'll see in a second. We go and we flick all the levers to our knowledge, right? We think we've gotten everything, but the door is still not opening. We checked everywhere and the door still didn't open. So in our head, we're thinking, I think 5UP's calling out here at this point, saying that it's up high, like it's up top. I thought it was in this cave. It wasn't. So I check lower in the caves, because in my head, it doesn't make sense for them to put a lever really high up. But at the same time, I check down here, and we got the one in the cave. So, like, where else could it be? So then we start panicking, like, are we bugged out? Like, are we, like, is there a lever that we just ultimately missed? We were stuck in this room for, like, a solid 2 minutes. And what's scary is this is the final game, the very final game. This decides if you make it to Dodgebolt or not. We were in second place, so we were not guaranteed to be in Dodgebolt. We were in first place in Grid Runners, but in this room, we were just screwed. Like, we were done for. I checked this whole upper area. I don't see anything. We thought our game was bugged. We started, like, panicking. It wasn't until here, when I checked down below one last time, that I actually find it. I thought, like, some lever was bugged out. It was here. Like, hello? Why would we ever think to go here? This is such, like, a random cave to, like, search in. I was very lucky that I found that. But if you look at the leaderboard at this point in time, we were in 9th place. Hello, welcome into the stream. At this point in time, we were in 9th place. So we went from first place in Grid Runners to 9th place after that one round. It took us a solid 2 minutes to complete the Light the Lamps, okay? Every time, by the way, when I do these Grid Runner rounds, I always try to, like, go, if I'm one of the first people to enter, I try to go to the farthest section so that it's easier for our teammates to get in faster. I always do that. This one is pretty straightforward, basic, pull the pigs. We were quick with it. Then we go to the next one. Golf. I have done this before, but 5UP has the most experience, so I just stayed quiet and let 5UP lead, because the people with the most experience in this game will do this the fastest. I've learned that before, so I just listened and followed lead. I think that's a good thing. Like, you gotta know when the right times to listen are. Where, like, there's moments where you speak up, but there are moments where you just follow someone else. And we're playing the catch-up game. Same thing here. I saw that there was a lot of copper down below. Like, when we figured out how this game worked, where you have to mine the copper, I realized that we had to do the water streams to activate the rooms. So I knew everyone else wanted to mine the copper, so I took charge in pressing the buttons to make sure that, like right here, everyone's down below. I took charge in pressing the buttons to make sure that all of them could get the stuff, because this is a team game and I needed to make sure that everyone could get access to what they were trying to do. So we get all the copper. I felt like it was good communication in that game. Then in this one, they just took turns calling out the doors, and we did it really well. Like, this was just really clean communication. I also just realized that Pink is next to us while we were doing this. I find that very funny. We go through this very fast, very good communication. And then there's this room. I freaking love this room, okay? This room is supposed to be like a super complex puzzle room. we split up and nail them. I go for the small ones, they go for the large ones. I think we literally could not have done this more perfectly. I think I get this. I don't know what this does. I think I got it for them there. I think I helped them with that. But like, I think I did really good with the communication on this because I saw that those pressure plates in that room section there. You see the pressure plates? I see that and I see what they do. And I look at how it's like the path going across. I catch this very fast, very early. So I immediately go and put myself in a position to do it. So I become small. I go to the other side. And then I look for somebody to help me. And I call out, I think I call out Fan's name here. And I guide them to help guide me across. I almost fall multiple times. Fan is actually really good at just moving very carefully here. I got very lucky not to fall there. But like, we flew through these sections like really fast. I think the only thing that screwed with me was I realized this tunnel here. I thought you could enter it from both sides. I didn't realize it was a one-way thing going through. So I thought this lever was where the thing was supposed to be. So when I went through here, I thought it was like hidden in the tunnel. I didn't realize it was literally at the other side. I was so stupid, by the way. Watching me back, I look so dumb. Because the lever was right there! Like, what are you doing? You idiot! It's right there! It's right there! That's the lever! Are you dumb? I'm so blind. Like, actually so blind. But I eventually see it here. We get second place. I don't know how the heck we got second place. We literally went from first place to 9th place to then coming back and ending second place in the game and qualifying for Dodgebolt. Insane. Absolutely insane. Now when it comes to Dodgebolt, honestly, I personally was just so thankful to have made it to this point to play Dodgebolt. That's what I was so happy with. Like, being able to be on stage, to play against people who I've looked up to and watched for years. Like, I was just so happy. And I've talked about this in a previous stream, so I don't want to go too much into depth about it. If you guys want to hear about my Dodgebolt feelings and, like, backstage, like, TwitchCon stories, go to my stream from yesterday when I did Soulsteel. I think it was yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Whenever I played Soulsteel, I talked about it. You could check that out to find out more in-depth stories. But personally, I was really, really happy to just be here. That I didn't care how it went out. This is literally the very first event I have ever played personally that I felt absolutely zero nerves at all. I don't know why. I just didn't feel nervous at all. I was just so happy and thankful to be here. I've watched MCC for years. These creators I've looked up to my entire life. So being a part of it just meant so much to me. And to have people in the audience who were rooting for me just meant so much more. It was just so nice. It was such a great experience. And I will never forget it. It was so much fun. The only time I think I felt any nerves was when they were about to clean sweep me, our team. So that's when I actually locked in and tried to play well. And I was told when I actually locked in, I think I was the one to get the final hit on both of our rounds. So I actually did lock in. For context as well, I'm going to play this back. Fun fact, when I practiced for Dodgebolt, I practiced aiming at people directly, and I did decent at it. But something that I was taught when I was playing Dodgeball is how people dodge when you aim directly at them, how people avoid that. So in my head, I personally practiced flicking. I wanted to be really good at flick shots so that if somebody tried to dodge out of the way, I could predict it and flick over in the direction they were going and just hit them every time. And I practiced it, and I was really good at flick shots. The awkward part is they didn't dodge. So what ended up happening was, it was just really, really awkward misses, and I was always the first person tagged out every time. I think I was seen as a threat, which was really funny. But I played really bad the first 2 rounds, okay? So then, we go into this, and I actually start hitting my shots, and we actually start doing well. That was a bad flick. That was really bad. I actually start hitting my shots. We actually start doing well, as a team, and I'm very happy with it. I will say, something that is funny with Dodgebolt is personally, I've gone to 2 dodge bolts, technically 3 if you count my MCC testing that I've done. Gone to 3 dodge bolts. I've lost every single time. I have a bit of a trend of getting into dodge bolt and losing. So I really hope this curse doesn't continue, because that would be really, really awkward. But either way, we go into this. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Wait, did I hit this? I don't actually know if I hit this. Oh yeah, I hit the final shot on Grian. Crazy shot. I was so hyped. Then we come into the final game, okay? Fun fact, actually, I don't know if you guys know this. This is FanFan's first ever MCC. FanFan hit every single shot in Dodgebolt that they shot, which is wild, by the way. Absolutely insane accuracy. There's a moment here where they shoot, where is it? I'm fast forwarding. They shoot 5 up here, right? And there's a moment here. Oh, wait, it's before this. When do they shoot 5 up? Here? See, I am not good at dodge bolt. I know that. I miss most of my shots. So here in this moment, I picked up both arrows, and they let me pick up both arrows, which was crazy because SK and FanFan were doing way better than me at dodge bolt. So I give one of the arrows to SK, obviously, right? And then I have the other arrow, but I've been missing like almost every shot that I shot, and I knew that. So I actually call out and say, hey, FanFan, do you want an arrow? Because in my head, FanFan was doing good, and also it's also nice in dodgeball when you're at this moment, even with all the pressure, it is always good to give your teammates the opportunity to shoot, because this is their first MCC ever, and I want them to get the experience. Whether they miss or hit, it doesn't matter. It's all for fun at the end of the day, and I wanted to make sure that FanFan had the opportunity to shoot. So you hear me say this. Oh yeah, wait. I asked FanFan if they wanted to shoot, but they really didn't want to shoot. They were very nervous about it, which is totally fine. I then go and miss a shot, which is really awkward. Then they shoot SK. It's down to me and FanFan. FanFan then hits their shot again, which is crazy. I get fruit berries. I realize it's because it's me and FanFan that I was probably gonna have to get the first shot off, because we were gonna be more patient. So I aimed for fruit here. That was a good flick, by the way. That was a clean flick, because I made sure that fruit didn't know I was aiming for him. I was aiming for Jim, but I was secretly aiming for fruit. That was clean, okay? That was clean. And then FanFan getting Jim. Here's the moment, okay? This is the moment, the place that was clipped everywhere, right? At this point, I was just happy we made it to this point, okay? But I look carefully, right, while I'm dodging, and I see Grian standing still. And I've said this before on stream, but I knew personally that when Grian was standing still, he's not trying to fake me out. He's not trying to do anything. He personally was there taking a breather, taking a moment, or hyping up the audience. Either way, he was taking a second, and I knew that. And I knew he wasn't going to just try to shoot me. So it felt like this like cool aura farming moment, the 2v1 Grian. So I saw him kind of aura farming, and I was like, okay, like I respect this moment. I respect how far he's gotten to this. So I did this little head nod. You'll see it. And that head nod, I'm so happy I did it. When I got home, so many people yelled at me for pausing and doing a head nod. But honestly, I'm so proud that I did that, because I feel like that was so much aura. It added so much to the experience. It made it so much more fun. I don't know. I thought that was cool. And then, I'm going to be honest, the dodging that I did was really, really bad here. I know that. When I ran here, I saw FanFan died. When FanFan died, my first thing that I was thinking about is Grian's going to lock on to me and try to like time his next shot. So I was thinking, he's going to time his next shot. I should grab the arrow and quick fire it onto him. So I do that. I grab the arrow. And then I look and he's already aimed at me. So I was like, frick. he was aiming at the arrow. If I stop to quick fire, I will die. So then I immediately tried to dodge again, which led to my death. I should have played that way. Like, that was the dumbest way I could have dodged or played. But who cares? Because at the end of the day, right, I got to dodge bolt. I got to play with people that I've looked up to my whole life. It was a wonderful experience. And also, for those who don't know, right after they won, right after Grian won, right here, I looked to my left. Oh no, it was before this. When was it? I gotta find it. I forgot I cut down my VOD, so it's missing it. I don't know the exact timestamp anymore. Let me fast forward. When do I do this? There's a moment. When does it happen? Did I not do that? Wait. I swear I'm not stupid. Was it before this? Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch it and see if I can catch it. Because right after we lost, the thing that sold the event for me, and I said this on the last stream that I did this, but I looked to my left after everything ended. And when I looked to my left, Grian came up. I looked to my left and I see Grian sweating with a big smile on his face, and he came up and gave me this big hug, which was honestly the nicest thing he could have done. I went into more depth about my conversations with Grian backstage at my last stream, so if you guys want to see that, you can see that. But I was hardcore having a rivalry with Grian backstage, which was really funny. Not hardcore, but I was talking smack, he was talking smack. It was funny. But to be in this event here, and then at the end of it, when we were having a after they won, to have Grian come up to me and just give me a huge hug meant so much. It was here. I look to my left, I see Grian just standing there with a big smile on his face, sweat running down his face. He comes up and just gives me this big hug. I don't know about you guys, but I've watched Grian for 15 years, and to have him come up and give me a hug on stage after competing against him and losing to him, it meant a lot. And this is the moment right here. It's barely captured on camera. But that was really cool and really nice of him. I like how you can hear his voice in the background of it, and that's forever immortalized on the stream, which is just really cool. I'm never gonna forget this event. This was an MCC for the lifetime, and I don't know. I think if anyone was gonna win, they were so deserving of this win. Personally, I'm so happy for the Pink Parrots. They did wonderfully. If you guys haven't already, you should check out their VODs as well. But yeah, no, that was the MCC Twitch Rivals from my perspective. I could probably go more in depth about breaking stuff down, but I am starting to lose my voice personally. So, for the most part, that's today's stream. This was a wonderful stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Once again, now that we're done with the VOD review of today's stream, remember the pinned message. Everyone, you should definitely go on Twitter and type this up, but vote for me for Hidden Gem for the Streamer Awards, okay? We're gonna be doing streams every day for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna say this one more time. We're gonna do a lot of really fun stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna do a cool art stream, which will be great. I hope you guys look forward to it. There's gonna be a lot of really fun stuff to look out for. We're gonna raid someone. Who do I want to raid? Honestly, I kind of want to raid. There's a lot of people live. I might raid Fan actually. Oh, actually, yeah. I'm gonna raid Fan. Why is your Discord counting thing so high? Because it's been around for that long. We're gonna raid Fan actually today. Because I feel like I've never raided them before, and I think that's kind of cool. So everyone, join the raid. They're currently streaming. They're just chatting. They just got back home and they're talking about Twitch and stuff. So everyone, join the raid. We just reviewed the MCC VOD. This is my MCC teammate. Go show them a ton of love. Remember, go spam their chat. Say, we appreciate you. If you guys can talk in their chat. Everyone go spam this message. Show them a ton of love. I will be live again tomorrow and every day this week if you guys want to continue sticking around. Vote for me for Hidden Gym. Show a lot of love and support to everyone. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream. You guys are awesome. I love all of you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get some rest. Eat good food. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.